I can do it. Wonder Wheel. I don't want to go through life being a Wonder Wheel murderer.
Ladies and gentlemen and gentle pigs all around, welcome to the Toy Show. Of course, this is co-hosted, so I can't be up here alone. What's going on, everybody? Let's have a little bit of fun. Let's forget about how fat our bellies are from eating all that damn food. Of course, we here at the Guinea Pig Collective didn't eat shit because we ain't got no money. It all went towards the pigs, and they ate it all and gave me nothing. But how is everyone doing, Vinnie? What's going on, buddy?
Hello, everyone, and yes, happy Pigsgiving to everyone. And yeah, for those, again, if you didn't get food, if you didn't eat food or whatever, and or it's just not a holiday you care about. I mean, we got stuff we got to be thankful for, I think, and it's definitely these awesome people on this panel. That's for damn sure. How you doing, Tommy?
No, I'm doing all right. And yes, let's absolutely give thanks to everybody that's been on. It's already on the panel. Everybody that's hanging out in the chat. RR, Chaos Hoy, Vinnie, yeah, you're hanging in the chat as well. That's right, because we are co-hosting this mofo right now.
That's right.
Superfan Alan Shawhan also in the chat, up on the panel, and everybody else that is watching, be sure to go ahead and share those links out there right now. Let everybody know that we're getting ready to have some fun up here in this Thanksgiving son of a bitch and show off some goddamn toys and have a good laugh while everybody else is crying in a suit about something that Disney is doing. Get a life, you fucking losers. But let's say hi to everybody else on the panel. Of course, we got from the cold north, we got Steve. What's up, Steve?
Hi, doing quite well. Had a shit frozen pizza today because there's no Thanksgiving in Norway because, you know, those Indians didn't give us a damn single turkey. So it's not a thing. So my belly is fat regardless of turkey.
He's got a cornucopia of frozen pizza in his stomach.
Yeah.
Takes you back to the days of being in public school and getting that nasty ass. It wasn't even Elio's pizza. It was like the fake store brand shit. Probably something that they made out of a corner store. Yeah. Probably a bunch of Asians working there chopping the cats and that shit. We're also joined by Slasher. What's going on, Slasher?
Oh, what's good? Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yeah, man.
Even you, Stig. I'm wishing you a happy Thanksgiving.
And we are also joined by the Wiener Dog Man.
And the same to you and yours.
Awesome. We're also joined by the Wiener Dog Man. We are joined by the Super Fang.
That's right, man. I'm happy to be here with all of you. Hopefully you're having a great Thanksgiving. I'm glad to be with all our friends here, there, and even places that don't have it, like Australia and Norway.
Yeah,
that's all right. It's just another Thursday. But we're here to have fun with some toys, let me tell you.
Amen.
So you got the claws out already.
That's fantastic. Hell yeah, man. Happy Thanksgiving, Adam.
Jesus, just take those things off before you get in bed with the missus. What's going on? Brutal Morningwood also in the chat. I'm definitely thankful to be sitting alone in the dark. Jesus, they cut the power on you? What's going on, Brutal? Good to see you. Trina is also in the chat. What is going on, Trina? I hope that you're doing well. I hope that you had at least a semi-functional and enjoyable spam-filled Thanksgiving. That's right. I hope that the Mister cooked spam for your big, giant meat meal. But
oh, boy.
What's wrong? What's wrong with spam as the center of your Thanksgiving meal? Does it really matter if it's turkey?
Spam is not. No, you can't serve spam in place of a turkey. Sorry. You can't do it.
All right, well, how about if you take it one step further, and let's just take a whole bunch of slabs of bologna and just wrap them up together to make it look like a turkey filled with mayonnaise.
You mean bologna together, carve it up, make it look like a turkey, and bacon flavored too. They have maple as well.
Hold on, as an Italian, I'm very offended at
that he said bologna.
Yeah, what are you doing, brother? He's literally just trolling us now. Trina, slap him.
But this is what I do. I troll people. I can't help it. There are too many idiots out there in the world not to have a little bit of fun and poke at them.
That was disgusting to listen to on behalf of Vinnie.
Right?
Yeah.
Thank you, Stick.
Hold on. You could be the Italian that's outraged, but we'll be outraged.
That was the most fucked up Thanksgiving I've ever heard of.
Right?
Well, I've got a funny one for you. So, like, our oven didn't want to work today, and it's no pie, no turkey. So we had fried chicken, close enough, right?
Chicken's a better replacement than Spam, but I'm sorry.
Yeah, right. So I order a pie from Perkins. You know, I'm like, all right, well, we can't bake, so I'll just order one. Screw it. And a brownie, because, you know me. And the guy shows up and gives me the stuff, and I come in the house, and it's a fucking meal. Like, it's turkey, and I'm like, well, that's great. I got somebody's meal, but I feel bad for the guy. Well, actually, I was kind of pissed, too, because I really wanted the pie and the brownie. But, you know, it's like, if you're waiting on that meal, like, where's my meal? And, oh, here's your pie. I don't want a pie. I want a meal. I'm like, eh. But I don't care. I ate it anyway. It was lovely.
Well, I had a fear today that, all right, see, I made what I made yesterday, and everybody else made the stuff today. And I was fearing that this motherfucker was going to come by my house with a tofurkey. And I would have just taken that shit outside and punted it right down the block.
As you should.
You know what? We got a few more people that stopping the chat. We got Soul Assassin also in the house. What's going on? Note to self: don't trust Tommy's cooking. God, Jesus, you know, I put up a video today for the pigs and what I did for the pigs. You can absolutely trust my cooking. Now, when I'm cooking for myself, all bets are off because I just don't give a shit.
I saw what you did with your roll, man, and I mean, I thought for what you did. It was genius. I mean, it'll give you the beatus, but hey, as long as you enjoyed it.
Hey, man, don't worry about that.
I think I probably picked that up tonight with all the freaking desserts that I ate.
Well,
Jesus. Yeah. That matters.
If he can't even pronounce the stuff he's making, though, I'm not filled with confidence.
Yeah.
But it's right.
I hear you, Brutal. Yeah, Adam continued the tradition of Indians delivering food, but it was the wrong kind of Indian. Oh no. So on that note, let's get this pig kicked off. So we're going to jump into some toy stuff and have a little bit of fun. Some of the things. So the first one is actually something a little bit older. Yes, we do delve into some of the older toys every now and then. It's not incredibly old, but this is like 2012. And I just really had a hankering for digging out a few of the older toys. So I'm going back to an semi-older Transformer toy with this one. I really enjoyed this thing when it first came out. After like reviewing it again, after reviewing the toy, it scared the shit out of the audience. But, you know, I still think it was a fun toy for what it was at the time. Yeah, it just doesn't hold up to what we see later on in the 86 Studio Series line. So here we go with a second look at this figure.
What's going on, and welcome back as we are hanging out with Cliff Jumper, the master of the Transformers. What's up, Jumper? And of course, you know, with Jumper here, we are going to be delving into a Transformers related topic. So this one is Fall of Cybertron. We've got Transformers Generations. We've got Grimlock. This is one I've had for a very long time. I really did enjoy this. And until the Studio Series 86 Grimlock came out, this was my definitive Grimlock. This was absolutely the best. I forget what year exactly this came out in 2012. Came out on the heels of the High Moon Studios video game. This was an amazing figure right here, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to take a second look at it. Right out of the box, here we go with Grimlock. This one did such an amazing job showing off how he looked in that game. Just tremendous work that they did on this one. He's got a fair amount of movement, goes out to the side, of course kicks up. He has a little bit of a thigh cut right there. He does have a knee joint, but the knee joint is very difficult to bend. It's like super ratchet and super tight, and I never understood why that knee joint was so damn tight, but it was. He has a little bit of movement down here in the feet as part of his transformation, but it kind of helps to stand him up because his feet move. There is absolutely no waist because he's such a huge blocky figure. He's got movement up here in the arms. Doesn't really go out to the side very much or nothing like that, and kind of a little bit of rock because of transformation. And of course, he's got a nice elbow cut right there. Yeah, the articulation was a little bit limited in these. A little bit of head movement, not a whole lot. But he also has a few weapons as well, so let's get them out and take a look at them first. Here he goes with his energy shield and his Energo sword. Captured all the details from the game in this one, so let's go ahead and let's get him in his T-Rex mode and finish taking a look at him. We go with Grimlock in his dinosaur form. Now, the dinosaur form, it is a little bit lacking. I'm going to tell you, there are huge hollow spots underneath. The feet aren't really great at standing. One of the things that I really liked is got a nice little button on the back right here. Opens his jaws up, and he kind of get that flaming look like he's breathing fire.
Yeah, that guy's pretty damn cool.
Yeah, it really is a shame about the big giant hollow spots in the middle, and the way that the legs work is you got to kind of tuck them into the chest part, and there's a cavity. So once they're inside, they don't really move at the top of the hip anymore. So you only get that bend at the bottom of the feet to try to make them stand up. I think that's absolutely where they failed on this one. If they would have had something so the top of the hips could have moved too, as part of the dinosaur mode, it would have looked 10 times better. But I guess they were trying to do something to kind of hide that hollow spot in the chest. Yeah. But yeah, the light up feature was like, I love that. I thought that was such cool. A nice touch.
I did like that. Yeah. All he needs is like one extra piece like that could cover up that gap, and it would have been, golden. Yeah. Because like robot mode looked pretty cool, and like the side and the top view looked great on him. But like you said, he had that big empty gap.
Yeah, he looks fantastic from the side, and he looks fantastic as a robot. But when you start positioning him and you see the hollow spot and everything, and that's kind of a bummer. What's going on, Scrambles? I hope that you are having an awesome Thanksgiving. And what's going on, the Lurch?
What's up, everyone?
What up, y'all? What up? I hope that you're having a good one. Right. So that's what I got to kick this one off with. You know what? Even to this day, I still enjoy that piece. Granted, it does not hold up to the 86 version at all, but I think for what it was at the time, I think it was really nice because some of the other ones that they had put out were kind of lackluster, and this one at least looked like the Grimlock from the game. Yeah, Adam in his claws got his cigar going.
Oh yeah. I mean, I have this awesome bit because, I played around. I sent it to Vinnie. He thought it was cool. I had to move stuff around, and I had some fun with it. Let me get myself off of the screen. Here we go. I have a green screen. There we go. So, yeah, that was me playing around with Vinnie's out of the first book, his art a little bit. And, taking some snapshots of the fun stuff while I was trying to set stuff up and have some fun. And Vinnie enjoyed the photos, so that's all.
It was cool. Oh, wasn't a print you got? You literally just took it out of the book.
That's the book because the rest of I was holding the book while I was taking the photo.
Gotcha. Oh man, nice.
Yeah, man. Yep. That awesome. Is the first art book.
Good stuff. Yeah.
But that image has been online. You know what I mean? So it's not like it's not something that's not.
Oh yeah. No.
Business card. And,
Yeah. I had it on a business card, and I also I made prints and posters of that guy too. I mean,
yeah. Well, it's a beautiful piece. I mean, and then like with the little Lego sets that I made, it just looked really good together. And I was like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, always nice, man. Always great to see. I see you representing the Shadow of the Kraken there too, with Ann.
Oh yeah. Well, but
Nice.
look, it's right by. I'll have to get a different picture, but it's right by where you go to get the coffee and a sandwich. It's perfect.
Beautiful.
You know, because she's sitting on the barrel with an apple. You know.
Yeah.
So
Good stuff.
Yep.
Amen.
Awesome stuff, man. Awesome. Let's see and make sure. What else we got here? Yeah, you got to watch out for those ones with the huge gap between your legs. But that's a story for another stream.
Right?
Cocaine is a hell of a drug. Yeah. So I'm going to roll into the second piece. Now, this one is going to be a hit or a miss for a lot of people because you either really like Star Trek or you can't stand it. I've always been of the camp that I like almost all those damn shows that came out in the early days. So I like Star Wars. I like Battlestar Galactica. I like Buck Rogers. And, you know, Star Trek was another one that was just right there with all that stuff. I enjoyed all those franchises immensely. And when I seen this one, now this is coming by way of Playmates. Now, Playmates has done a few of these ships. Like I have a Diamond Select, and they did their own version of the Enterprise 1701. Now, this one, I was kind of surprised to see. Now, I heard that they did this one like many, many years ago, and apparently they're re-releasing all the stuff they did a while ago. So they're kind of like taking a cue from NECA, and they're bringing it all back around for a lot of the fans that missed out the first time. And
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
Playmates did Next Generation figures back in the day, right? Like in the 90s.
Yes,
right?
yes. I have a whole bunch of them that were left over from my father. Eventually, when I get to that tote, I'm going to do a big show off because he had all of them. They're all sealed in the freaking on the posters.
Nice. That's sick.
And some of them he has doubles of. So if any of them are worth anything, I definitely will be selling the doubles.
See, I was never huge into Star Trek, but I didn't hate Star Trek. So I was, I was one of those people that was like mad about
Well,
it.
I remember a lot of people, they didn't like it so much when it was only the OG Star Wars with Kirk and Spock. You know, it was a love-hate relationship for a lot of people. And I think what really brought it on board for a lot of people or made them come on board is when they started doing the Next Generation. There was a little bit more to offer for anybody that was into science fiction.
What made my pops liked OG and Next Generation. And what was the one with the bald black guy?
That Deep Space Nine.
Yeah, he didn't watch that as much as he watched the other two. But
you know what? I was the same way. I was the same way. I didn't want to watch it at first. Like my father watched all of them religiously, every last one of them. And I used to watch everything with him. I used to go out to watch the movies when they were first coming out. Deep Space Nine was the first one that I didn't like watching at first. And then years later, I went back to rewatch it. And I forget where I was watching it. It might have been, it could have been Netflix, might have been another service. But I went back to, to try it again. And I had a hard time at first getting through it because the first so many episodes are pretty goddamn bland. But once you get past those first few and the story starts picking up, the series becomes a lot of fun. And then it's almost impossible to stop watching it at that point. But yeah, it's those first few episodes you got to get through. And it's all the build up to where they're starting off and where eventually, you think they will be going with it. And if you don't have that, you kind of miss out on certain elements of the story. But in the same token, it's you almost wish that you didn't have to watch it at all and you get right to the good stuff. But yeah, so Playmates did a re-release of this one. I seen it. As soon as I seen it, I nabbed it. And I was actually quite surprised with it. Wasn't as in-depth as the Diamond Select 1701. But this ship, I think they still did a fairly good job at it. And so let's go ahead and take a look at this one.
Oh, we are hanging out with Helmet. Oh, Helmet, what's up, Helmet? Oh, the science fiction pig. Getting ready to show off something science fiction related, aren't we, Helmet? Helmet hopes that you have fun watching this one. You can't be there for it. The item in question is a little bit too big, but he hopes that you enjoy it. Right, Helmet?
What's going on? And welcome back. We had Helmet introducing us because unfortunately
We got another one here. There's not enough room on the table for a poor helmet to take part in this review, but we do have something interesting for you Star Trek fans out there. So, from Playmates, this one was just recently released, and they did the 1701. They did a communicator a long time ago, and they also did the phase pistol. Now they've done Star Trek The Next Generation. They have done the Enterprise D. I'm going to get this out of the box and take a look at it.
Engage.
So right out of the box, this is how it comes. It comes separated. You got the main body of the ship, and of course you have the saucer section sitting right there. And then it also comes with a little display stand, a clear plastic display stand that you snap together. Okay, let's go ahead and get this thing together. We got the Enterprise D all assembled right here. There's like a little button right here that just separates the saucer from the main body. So got a little switch down here on the back, and demo off and then on, and then there we go with all the light up features. So here we go with the Enterprise D up on its stand. Let's check out some of those sound effects.
Red alert. Raise the shields. Lock on photon torpedoes. Fire. Engage.
Got a phaser. Yeah, there it is. So you had torpedoes and phasers. There was definitely a lot more sound effects on the Diamond Select one, but overall, for something that is under $40, and this looks really good, it lights up, it has sound effects, I can't really say I complain with it very much. Overall, I gotta say I'm pretty happy with this. This is a really nice representation of the Enterprise D from Star Trek The Next Generation.
Dude, for under $30 and have lights and sound, and it's that big, that is awesome.
It was actually just under 40. It was like 30. I want to say it was like 38 or so.
That's still great, dude.
Well, you know, the Diamond Select one was over 75 when I first picked that up for the 1701.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, for 40 even, like, yeah, that you can't beat that kind of price for something like that.
You know, Tommy, when that spaceship talks, it sounds just like Patrick Stewart.
It does. It does. So yeah, if you guys want to try to copyright claim me for something that's on a fucking toy, you can kiss my ass.
Wait, they'll copyright claim you for?
They could try it. They could try it.
For Patrick Stewart's voice?
You know what? I had Discovery try to copyright me on BattleBot toys that I was fighting.
Yeah, I remember that. But wait,
they tried to claim my toys because they said they look too much like the real BattleBots.
Oh
and I
my
said, you can
God.
go to hell.
So wait, they'll try to do that over this friggin' Enterprise?
Anything
What
is
a
possible.
bunch of slack-jawed bundle of sticks.
I love it. See, I would say if it was just my channel, but we're on both our channels.
I know.
And I've got to try to mitigate how ridiculous I get. Real quick, what's going on, King of Squibs? Good to see you, man. Happy Thanksgiving.
Hey, what's up?
What's that? Tweaky. Yeah, Tweaky and Buck. Yeah, Steve, I kind of figured that your computer froze. It's no worries, man. Thank you for stopping in for the amount of time you could. Jason Fox from 540 Studio. What's going on? Good to see you. I hope that you're having a good Pigsgiving. Bone, what's going on? Happy Thanksgiving. Happy Pigsgiving to you, too. Keely Chow also in the house. What's going on?
What's up, man?
Thank you guys for coming. Be sure to share the links out there to let everybody know we're having a little bit of fun on Thanksgiving, Pigsgiving, and just kick back and have a good time. Tree Rock Creations also in the house. What's going on, buddy? Good to see you. Yeah, I hear you, Bone. I was never into Star Trek either. I remember watching Deep Space Nine and Voyager, but lost interest afterwards. And you know, a lot of those shows, that was a problem with a lot of Star Trek shows. If you didn't sit through the early stuff, you couldn't get to the meat and potatoes where all the good stuff lied. and it was always like 8 to 9 episodes in is when it started really picking up.
My favorite thing of Star Trek was Wrath of Khan, Part 2. That was my favorite thing.
That
Anything
was a
Star
great
Trek
movie.
that I've watched. Yeah.
Well, you know what? Even going back, I'm sorry, Vinny. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, yeah, I watched all that stuff when I was a kid. So I mean, like, I wasn't a diehard, but like slash, like I enjoyed them. Like whatever I saw, I enjoyed.
I'd
And I
say
know
it's not even like I enjoyed them because I found so many of the OG episodes to be, Batman, Adam West levels of
yeah,
corny.
60s Batman style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I
you know, it's
wasn't
it's funny that
huge
you
into
say
it.
that because I was watching both series kind of back to back, so that's why I was okay with them. You know, I'm happy I could say I've seen them all, but I don't remember everything, and like it's not like I go back and watch it all the time or anything. But for what it was all right. I enjoyed the movies and like Next Generation. Like, that shit was kind of.
So all right, so Tommy, you said that they could screw you over because of the noises from that ship, or because of how the ship looked.
Anything is possible with these people if they really want to be D-bags about it.
Yeah.
Stupid.
Oh yeah, it's up to them, and YouTube lets them. It's pretty amazing.
That's so stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
No, I was going to say, you talk about Wrath of Khan, and I always love that one. But even going back and watching some of the other ones, like The Voyage Home, The Undiscovered Country, like those things are just amazing. Going back and rewatching them like years later, like some of the stuff you might have missed early on, or maybe just didn't grasp it quite as well as you can now.
Mm-hmm.
I think those movies stand up.
I think the first movie was boring as hell.
Yeah, you know what? Even the first movie, as boring as it was, rewatching it now, it has like mellowed on me a little bit because I hated the first motion picture when I was a kid. Mm-hmm. I couldn't stand it. Rewatching it now, I still can't say it's the most amazing thing since sliced bread. It's nowhere even close to that, but it is more enjoyable.
I'm sure it's a masterpiece compared to most of the movies out today. So I'm sure if I watched it now, I'd be like, oh, you know what? Oh, not bad. You know?
What's going on, Frankie? Happy Pigsgiving to you. Miss Martin, Muse is in the house as well. What's going on, Miss Martin? Happy Pigsgiving to you. Undiscovered Country was very good. It was indeed. I love that one now. Wrath of Khan, Search for Spock. Yeah, Spike 220. What's going on, man?
What's up, buddy?
Was Undiscovered Country Part 4? What was the one where they saved the whales?
That was Jesus. Was that?
Was it 4 or 5 where they saved the whales?
I can't remember that.
Was that Search for Spock?
No, because Spock was alive in this one.
Right. Yeah. Was that the Undiscovered Country? It might have been. Or no, The Voyage Home. There it is.
It's not like I gave a shit about Star Trek, but for some reason my dad took me to see that in the theater. I guess he really wanted to see it.
That's cool, though.
Yeah, Undiscovered Country was Part 6. That one's really good too because it starts off with that meeting that they have with the Klingons.
Mm-hmm.
And
I didn't see all of them. So,
which was the one that they did the crossover with Next Generation?
That was Generations.
Generations, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Which I didn't mind that one either.
No, that was pretty good. Isn't that the one where like he kicks that one guy? He kicks that one guy in the knee, and you find out it's actually his dick.
Yes.
It's been a while since I've seen it. I don't remember.
You know what? Even going back and watching Nemesis, I don't mind it as much now. And I know a lot of people had a problem with Nemesis.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, Part 5 was Shatner's directorial debut.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, RR says Voyage Home was Save the Whales.
Yeah, that's what we said earlier. Spike had mentioned that. I've seen it right here.
Yep.
As soon as I seen Voyage Home and he had that on, I was like, yeah, that's right. It's Voyage Home.
Yeah, that's the one I ended up seeing in the movies.
I like that one.
I remember seeing the one where they were together, Picard and Shatner.
Mm-hmm.
At theaters.
The only thing I remember of the Save the Whales one was when they're on the bus and the punk rock asshole is playing the radio too loud. And Spock has to give him the Vulcan neck pinch to shut him up.
You know what my favorite scene was? And it's the most mundane scene technically. So when they go in and they go to talk to that guy and they're trying to get the plastic so they can put, the walls inside the Klingon ship so they could put water and everything and get the whale. So when he's trying to tell him about transparent aluminum, and he's like, yeah, sure, just use my computer. And he's like, computer, you got to use the keyboard. Oh, a keyboard. Oh, quaint. And he's cracking his knuckles and starts using it. That was the one scene that always cracked me up, because you think about somebody from the future is not used to our low style of tech. That's pretty much what they'd be like.
That's funny.
Like, take one of these dumb young kids today and throw them back about 30 years and make them use a rotary phone and just watch their heads explode. It'd be absolutely hysterical.
Oh, yeah. They'd cry. They'd cry and ask for help.
What do you mean? I can't walk away with the phone? I got to stay right here?
Wait a minute. Oh, I messed up. What do you mean I got to start all over again?
Wait,
Or
who the hell did I call?
Let him use a dial for a television.
Oh, yeah, right? Remember that? You had to get up and change the channel.
You actually had to get up off the couch.
Imagine how upset they would be if they have to use a payphone, meaning they'd have to have cash on them instead of their stupid apps and everything.
Right.
Oh, boy. The meltdowns would be hysterical.
They threw all that shit out, right? Like, there's no... like, Superman can never change.
Right? Yeah, Miss Martin, absolutely. Yeah, things suck so much nowadays. Mediocre seems masterful now. I know, but some of that stuff, I think we took a lot of the franchises, movies, toys, and everything. We took a lot of them for granted just because we got so inundated with so many really great toys, franchises, and everything else that it was like, that's okay, but it's not all that great. Now you look back on it now, and you're like, shit, that was actually really ahead of its time. You think back about it now. So, I mean,
we were spoiled.
We absolutely were. I mean, just think, I see you got something there, Adam. I'm going to get to it in a second. You just think about all the stuff alone in all the cartoons, like all the amazing music and everything that they had for each one of those cartoons, those unmistakable jingles for all those shows, and even the regular TV sitcoms and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, do we really see that kind of level of detail and respect put in the shows now? I mean, they got some generic song now that they play in front of it. Like, it's probably from some artist. They didn't even have something made specifically for the show.
Yeah, even the lamest sitcoms had memorable friggin' theme songs sometimes.
Yeah.
And you knew the jingle, too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was like, even if you didn't watch the show, because I couldn't stand Who's the Boss. I even try to watch
Angela, Mona,
Samantha, Jonathan,
gay kid. Oh, all right, Jonathan, that was it.
you're okay, Jonathan. But I still know the theme song to that stupid show.
Yeah.
Brand new life. Brand new life.
Spike 220 says, I'm not a Trekkie, but working at Blockbuster in high school and college, got to watch films, and I loved them. Saw Nemesis was the only one I saw in the theaters, and I like it. Yeah. And RR was talking about all the original crew movies were decent. Motion picture and 5 were the weakest entries, but still fun to watch. I agree. Yeah. Frankie says he saw Wrath of Khan in theaters, too. Awesome. What's going on? Curtis Wisey, my man Curtis. Happy Pigsgiving, buddy.
Hell yeah, man. Yeah, because you can't really say like any of them like really sucked. They all had like good qualities to them, or something was good about them.
Star Trek to me was always like I don't mind it, but I don't love it. That was It wasn't a franchise I hated,
Right. It's like, a new movie came out.
Yeah, I was middle of the road with Star Trek. Like Tommy, you were saying before that people either loved it or hated it. I was that guy that didn't either one.
Yep. Same.
I have a couple of fucking Star Trek comics for some reason, though.
Right.
A couple of the DC ones from the 80s for some reason. I don't know why.
I never got the comics. I never. I like the show and stuff. But yeah, this is just art. in life, mixed together. What fun, right?
Yeah.
And again,
Good
it's
stuff.
just I had the set, and I just thought of it, and I like that last shot where I had the cable that kind of goes through your artwork.
Yeah,
It's
it's like an extension of it.
Yeah, right. So, and again, this is just me. I haven't done photography in a long time, and I just was having fun. I already had to do all this, and what better way than I know, Vinnie, you got to see these, but I was like, I just wanted everybody else to kind of get to see I thought it was cool.
Oh, dude, it's very cool, man.
Kind of one of those things when you get because even in being 48, I play with my Legos.
You want to know how high I must
Yeah,
be
dude.
right now, Adam? I thought that was a friggin' monitor. I thought that was a monitor screen.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. It's just, but it was Vinnie's art, and I was able to mimic it with my toy, and I was just like, man, that's just awesome. I was like, okay, why not? And I mean, this is all about toy, and what better stream to share on Thanksgiving? This is something I was thankful for because I was able to do this and then now share it with all of you,
Nice,
and, of course, and the artist, so.
Hell yeah, dude. That's the way it's done. Speaking of which, too, I think it's a good time for a quick plug. Yeah, for those who didn't know or they just weren't aware, I do have a new art book that's out, The Art of Vinnie T, Volume 3. Jump on that today. It is completed. It's beautiful. I even have a printed sample copy. So yeah, if you want to back that, all my stuff, this stuff gets to you. You don't have to wait. I'm running a campaign that means the book is all put together. So get ready for it. Jump on it. 64 pages. I think this thing is beautiful. Plenty of great options. Original artwork tiers. We got a bunch of nice stuff here. And the better this campaign does, like I said, if we can hit some stretch goals, I'm going to put even more artwork in it and give you like perfect binding. So if you want that to happen, please jump on it. This is a brand new piece I did. Actually did this the other night. We were on Etep Bakunian's channel. And during the show, I sketched this one out. We get some more new pieces. I'm actually working on another one too right now. We have an Incredible Hulk piece that I'll be putting up before you know it. So if you want some extra good stuff, we got it. A couple more original art pieces are available here. A few of them sold out. Supergirl sold out. The Turtles sold out. Should probably update that, but I will. If you go on the side here, you'll see the tiers and the different options. So jump on some good stuff while you still can. All my art books are in this campaign now, by the way. I did remove them off of City of Venus, which is also still an active campaign. But we only have 20 sets left if you want all three together. So don't sleep on that one because right now I'm not going back to print on 1 and 2. But if you want them all three of them, they're going to be an awesome, gorgeous set. We'll play the trailer real quick too.
Oh, and guys, remember, help us by helping yourself, helping meet those stretch goals, because there's never been a woman that complained about stretch goals.
That's right. It's we're going to add a whole lot more, and that's what the ladies like. So let's give a whole lot more, not just for ladies, but for everyone.
Armies!
Hello, everyone. This is Vinnie Tartamella, and this is The Art of Vinnie Tartamella, Volume 3. This book will be 64 pages. I am the creator of Shadow of the Kraken, creator of City of Venus, Dead City, co-creator of Through the Woods, and I have a ton of amazing projects. This book is going to be loaded with awesome drawings, sketches, super detailed ink pieces, and full color illustrations. And as a bonus, I'm going to have a sneak peek at City of Venus, Dead City 2 in this book as well. So a couple of awesome pages and panels and things to whet the appetite. I hope you guys will stay tuned for that one. That book is going to be 52 pages. You guys wanted more story, more artwork, so you're going to get it. So thank you so much for all your support. Again, this book will be 64 pages, so bigger than the first 2 volumes. Back this book today. So yeah, guys, jump on that stuff. I think you're gonna love it. Like I said, there's more even big surprises too. I didn't want to just show everything on this campaign, but yeah, there is a lot in here. So yeah, I think you're gonna be very happy. I know RR he beat back a bunch of stuff recently, and thank you again, brother. Yeah, those things are all in the mail. But yeah, this one, as soon as I get paid from it, which it'll be around 50 something days from now, we go straight to the printer. So again, try to make this happen sooner rather than later, because yeah, we got to hit the stretch goals before we go in demand. And again, yeah, I'll be in demand for a little bit, but yeah, let's hit those stretch goals before that, because that's how you're going to ensure unlocking some really cool stuff for everyone. So hell yeah, and yeah, we'll kick it back to you, and then I'll drop the link again.
All right, awesome. RR was saying it wasn't until the Generation films after the second film that the quality of the film started to decline. They were masterpieces compared to JJ Trek. I could not agree anymore. Brutal said he had to dismantle his Lego City in the basement. Oh, that sucks.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it was a bummer, but maybe someday I could set it back up. Yeah, hopefully. RR, I'm looking forward to flipping through it as soon as it arrives. Awesome. Yeah, man. Yeah, rebuild it stronger and better. Curtis, thank you for sharing all the links out there, buddy. Always appreciate that. Curtis always on top of stuff like this, man. You guys that mod for my channel and most of the ones that are over here modding for Vinnie as well, guys are absolutely amazing. I don't think enough praise is sent your way. I promised a number of months back that there's a special shirt with a special Vinnie artwork that's going to be on that shirt. I have not forgotten about it. Don't think that I have. I'm actually just looking for a better company to print these shirts before I send them out to all the mods and all the people that have helped the channel like that over the years. It's going to be mostly mods though, because you're the guys that I want to thank. So I'm just checking out. I'm going to need to get a couple shirts back, and I got to test the quality of them first, because even though Stream Element shirts are decent, they don't hold up over time. And I personally like wearing the pig shirts. I like wearing the pig shirts out. They're conversation starters too, especially when I go to the pet store. So
that's awesome.
I like wearing them, and unfortunately, every last one, the Collectable Past, the Pauls, like all of them, they just start wearing out, and everything's just like falling off, and they look like they've been through a ringer. So I don't want to send that out to all you guys that have done amazing work for the channel over the years. I want to thank you properly by giving you a shirt that's actually going to at least last.
Yep.
If it lasts through my nonsense that I put them through, they shouldn't be any problem for anybody else. I mean, unless you're doing some really weird shit, I don't want to know about it. They should be fine. You have a library coming. Awesome. Yeah, man.
Hell yeah, dude.
I have not been disappointed with the people that I've backed. Like, there's a few people that their projects were maybe not as good as I was hoping, but as far as like the main people that I've backed over and over again, I haven't been disappointed with their work. So Vinnie is definitely one of those guys, top tier with everything he's done. Brian Kriskow with a 6-gun gorilla.
Yeah,
he's another one that absolutely knocks it out of the park. Amazing work that as far as the writing and everything that Chris is doing.
Yep.
He just the first one, he didn't have an artist that fully, how can I say, developed the way the world should look for him. And that's what he kept saying over and over again. So he's got new artists working on that, and hopefully they hit all the marks with all the artwork for what he envisions it to look like this time around. And Chris will be a lot happier with his project. And there's so many other people. Just stop and look and check out some of the work. Usually we're surrounded good people, like you're talking about novels. Kai MFS with Space Crime Domino, absolutely awesome. Yep. All the evolution books from Adega Outlaw, absolutely spectacular. I still haven't had a chance to get into the Blood Witch stuff, which I'm going to as soon as I can make my finances stretch enough to be able to get it. Right now, everything's been incredibly tight because, Bidenomics, folks, Bidenomics. Even toy purchases have been cut down to a minimum. So
yeah, they are bending us over.
Conversation started better than a pig shirt. My ex-wife is trying to get rid of the guinea pig she got for our daughter. I'm tempted to take him in so he isn't so lonely. Oh
wow.
Yeah, guinea pigs, man. It's rough when people get them and they're not prepared for all the care that it takes to take care of one. I mean, it's like any other type of pet. It's always more than what people expect. But a guinea pig, there is a lot of care that's involved, and a lot of people can't handle it. And guinea pigs are always better, at least in pairs. The pigs get lonely themselves.
Right.
Oh, you have an announcement soon?
Oh, sweet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, cool. Yeah, just let us know. And if at any point you want to come in and you want to talk about it, just let one of us know.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you're always welcome. Don't forget that. I know sometimes we forget shit too. We forget to drop links, but yeah, anytime you guys, you want to pop in, Tree Rock, you've been awesome.
Absolutely. Costs more to live the same, right? Yeah, absolutely. But let's get back into some of the toys. So I got a toy break here. Now, of course, almost all my toy breaks, most of them, are always almost exclusively stuff that I've seen on the shelves in stores. And one of these I was questioning at the end. I had actually shared it in a few DM chat groups and stuff like that. And I was just miffed by this stupid looking thing. But here we go with your toy break for tonight.
These are just weird. Caveman Batgirl. I like Caveman Savage or Indian Robin. Like, just weird stuff. There's a Joker. Okay, Black Lantern Superman. Very odd. And Superman or Superman Earthquake. Yeah. I just don't know about some of these choices for these things. They're just very questionable in my book. I don't know. Does anybody else just find that just a little bit ridiculous? Oh boy.
That Star Wars shit is so lazy and shitty. And that McFarlane stuff, man, I don't know what the hell he's putting out there. Even the ones that look like halfway decent, there's some kind of issue with them. Like I saw that Supergirl, I was like, yeah, that looked pretty good. And then you take a look, she's got painted legs all the way up. It's like, it's not thigh-high boots. It's just like painted pants and a skirt. Like, it's just stupid as shit. It's like insulting to the character and to the fans.
What was that Superman 2-pack? It was Superman and Ultraman. Was that correct?
No, Superman and another alternate Earth.
Was that Superman. The Crime Syndicate Superman?
I don't recall. I stopped reading that shit a long time ago, so I have no clue.
That whole right here, Crime Syndicate is old though. That's old.
Probably.
This right here was my thoughts exactly, Frankie. Why? Just why?
Yep. Oh, the one we saw a couple of years ago was way fucking worse. Holy shit, that thing was terrible. With the green and red and brown all over them. Mm-hmm. They look like shit.
Oh, Scrambles, hit me up on Twitter later after the show. I'll talk to you about what's probably best. It's how to explain it. It's almost like YouTube. There's a bit of a vetting process when you get a pair for another pig, because sometimes it doesn't always work out. And I had that problem with Rorschach and Stripe. Those two, yeah, like fire and water, they just did not get along.
Damn.
You had one hamster escaped all the time, could have named it Houdini. Nice. And what's going on to Edwin? What up, man?
What's
Good to
up,
see
man?
you.
What's up, man?
Oh yeah, I think he's got a new project out there too. Go check it out, everyone. Yeah, drop a link if you want to, man.
Yeah, man. Guinea
Everyone's
pigs
good
are
people.
always more powerful in the collective. Damn right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Vinny.
Yeah, no, I was just saying. Yeah, everyone's good people, man. Yeah, go support them too.
Who was the builder figure of those figures? Did you get to see who that builder figure was, Tommy?
I think
I'll
it's
be honest.
Cyborg.
Because
Yeah,
it's someone
I
had a
don't know.
giant red and black leg. It didn't look like Cyborg. It was red and
Well,
black.
which one? Oh, in the caveman one, or
I don't remember which one, but
There was-
I saw on the side just someone. It was like
Yeah.
one giant leg.
okay. Well, I know that there was that female. I don't know if it was supposed to be Wonder Woman. She had weird armor on. She came with a cyborg head. I saw that one in stores, and she was in one of my shorts. But if there was another build a figure,
What was she doing in your shorts, Vinny?
What did you like to know?
Oh, not really.
Adam already knew I was going there.
Oh yeah.
That's not a YouTube conversation.
You're gonna make me do it, ain't you? You're gonna make me do it.
Do
You're gonna
what?
make me bring out the Vinnie Tarta marshmallow.
Marshmallow. Bring out the marshmallow.
You
I didn't
motherfucker.
even have to work for this one. This was just sitting out there. I was like, "Oh, this is perfect. Vinny's gonna love this."
You guys are dicks, but thank you.
Happy Dick Day.
Yeah.
Not a problem. Not a problem. Scrambles. Yeah, Rorschach didn't like Stripe. Holy shit, man! They just went at each other. There was fur all inside the damn cage. And it seemed like they were fine at first, but yeah.
Hmm.
What can you do? It is kind of one of those things.
Yeah.
So I have one more toy review that I'll show a little bit later, and that was I felt like was the best one of the evening. I was pretty impressed with that one, and it was the NECA. Few faults on it, as always with NECA, but it wasn't an ultimate. So, but yeah, there's a few things to talk about. So they got more Transformers, and they got like 3-0 again, doing some stuff.
Okay.
Granted, this is $80 for this damn thing, but
Jesus Christ.
look at the level of detail in this thing. Like here, I'll get the blow up picture.
Oh shit, that is beautiful.
It is that it's got to be like the best looking side swipe that I think I've ever seen. But that price point is.
And
just
he actually
murder.
transforms, or is he just?
He transforms, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, it looks fucking nice. And they work with which company?
This was a 3-0.
Okay. Oh, okay. I thought 3-0. They only when they did stuff like this, they don't transform.
I thought it transformed. I could have swore I seen a vehicle form.
Did
I don't have it up in the 3 pictures right here, but
All right.
I'm pretty sure it did.
Yeah, I'm curious about that.
There was that
For
one.
that
Then they
price,
had
if it
this.
transforms, man. Yeah, because I thought, I didn't they usually transform. I thought it was kind of more like the skull.
Well, you know the Optimus Prime from the Bumblebee movie,
Mhm.
the design. I know 3-0 released one of him, and then a third party released one. The same level of detail on both of them, except one transformed, but the 3-0 one did not. And the transformation on the third party one, dude, it was like origami times a million. I don't know how the hell you would transform that thing, even with instructions and a fucking video. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, Tree Rock. Yeah, Vinny had posed it to me about streaming on both of our channels, so we'll try it out for a while. I mean, I know Trina was talking earlier. It's kind of upsetting her because it's a chat divided. There's a way to get around that, Trina. Just have 2 windows open and watch both of our channels at the same time.
There you go. There you go.
He is a loner, and you know when I first got him and Helmet were cage mates. Because it was some young, once again, this is leading into what Scrambles is dealing with. So some young college girl that picked up 2 guinea pigs had no clue what she was getting into. couldn't take care of him. It was too much for her, and she brought him back to the pet store. I just happened to walk in at the right time and see those two guys there, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm bringing these guys home." It was a nominal fee to adopt them. I think it was like $50 to adopt both pigs. I think. Normally, a guinea pig costs almost like 30 some odd to $40 a pig now. So at the time, I think it was over 35. So right there alone, I'm paying less than what I would have if I would have got two pigs directly from the store just by adopting them. Plus, there was a cage thrown in, there was a bag of food, there was a water bottle, and there was a few other like small trinket items that came with them. And I was like holy shit! Like I'm getting like a whole to-do that was probably like over $200 worth of guinea pigs and stuff for like $50. And granted, I'm doing one better by adopting too, because it's always best to adopt first if you can. So
Yeah.
That's great.
Oh man, your pig signal came out, or your pig sense came. That's what it was. It wasn't that you were lucky. It was they were calling you and you just didn't know it. They're like, all of a sudden a little light went off in your head, said, "I need to go to the pet store today."
Hey, Planet Topor, what's going on? Happy Pigsgiving to you, sir.
Yeah, man. Hope you're having an awesome one.
A pig package you couldn't resist. You're damn right. Damn right. And it was the first time the wife didn't even argue it, because normally, she's highly allergic to guinea pigs and hay. So it's kind of one of those things. I kind of feel bad about bringing more pigs home, but at the same token, it's more pigs.
Pigs
For
are
the channel.
fantastic. Remember, pigs are better than people.
Yep.
I love these guys. They're so awesome. But they also had this. So Transformers Reactivate Bumblebee and Starscream. I'm not really sure how I feel about these.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with those.
Yeah, so it's a 2-pack, $62. I mean, that price point isn't horrendous. That's falling right around the same as the Earthrise 2-packs, the 86 movie 2-packs, which were right around 50. So it's not too far out of the ballpark.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't know about something about the sculpts. They just
They look weird.
They look elongated.
Yeah, Bumblebee should not look that big. It doesn't make sense.
He's not supposed to be anywhere near Starscream size.
No. Starscream, he ain't that bad, but again, it's very stylized. Do they have a better shot on him? Okay, yeah, I was going to say transform. That's an interesting design for Bumblebee. I don't hate it.
Like a weird dune buggy look.
Yeah, that's kind of cool, but yeah, robot mode looks kind of odd to me.
Because it reminds you of a VW bug dune buggy,
Yeah.
No, what was that company that was doing that? They had a whole line of mini car the Cooper mini vehicles.
Oh, okay, the Mini Coopers.
Mm-hmm. Then they also had this 2-pack.
Yeah. Planet Topor, he says, yeah, they got Fist of the North Star proportions.
Yeah, right.
I would agree with that.
Bumblebee's been taking his vitamins. So then they had this. They had this one with Prime and Soundwave. So they kind of went with something that was almost like the High Moon Studios look for Soundwave with the vehicle form.
Yeah, hey, it looks a little bit like that. Yeah, like the video game.
Yeah. So here's just a picture of those two. Same thing, a $62 price point.
Yeah.
I think Prime looks okay proportionately, but Soundwave looks odd.
Yeah.
Like,
his legs are too thin and too tall.
Vehicle modes look pretty good, though.
Yeah, both of those are pretty nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Not too shabby.
Prime,
I like that
of course, he comes with his Ion Blaster, and he comes with a freaking Energon Battle Axe. Go ahead, Vinnie.
That's a tiny Energon Battle Axe.
It should have been a lot larger.
Yeah, up that thing. But I like that they gave him, if you go back on the that kind of front grill thing there with the spikes, that's pretty cool. You don't normally see that with Optimus, but that
almost kind of Road Warrior-esque.
Yeah, yeah.
I wish they would do that. Holy shit. Transformers. Hasbro, listen to this pig. Yep. You want to make a killing selling some crossover freaking Transformer toys? Do crossovers with the Road Warrior. Make like the Interceptor. Make that big giant semi that was in the first one.
That'd be cool. Death Race 2000.
Oh,
And we got a guy here that could help design them too on the panel. Just
Yeah, you
saying.
damn right.
Amen. Bro.
I'll give you all the ideas. Vinny can design them. We can both get rich, and you guys can make a ton of money.
Have
Right.
they ever done a Voltron Transformers? I mean, I guess Voltron is already a Transformer.
No, because it's because Voltron is owned by a different company, and the only time that they worked together was back in the '80s when they actually lent out what became Jetfire. That's they're owned by Bandai.
Yeah. Oh wait, I
here's
thought
the sound-
Jetfire was Robotech.
Well, yeah, but it was eventually acquired by Bandai. Like
okay.
Macross and all that was acquired by Bandai.
Okay. Yeah, I know that.
And I'm just not sold on the Soundwave. The Prime
It
looks
looks like a
okay,
crackhead.
but
Yeah, his limbs look wimpy.
That's what I'm saying. He looks like he's on crack.
it looks like something out of that Prime universe style of animation.
I think Slasher was right. It's just that's crackhead Soundwave.
He looks like Lex Luger, except for he's still standing.
Oh, modern day Lex.
There you go, right there. See, RR, yeah, Transformer Interceptor would be badass.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Soundwave's waist is too small. Yeah, he was on that Jenny Craig diet, and he was doing a little bit too much of the moldy oldie dancing routine with that Fruit Loop. What the hell was his name? Oh, come on. Everybody's got to know that one. The guy who did this Sweat to the Oldies shit.
Oh,
fucking
Richard Simmons.
Richard Simmons, yeah. I always hated that guy. It just
Well, he's not a guy anymore.
he was so annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Annoying,
but you know
creepy.
what? Them big women loved him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That little
it's-
gay
yeah,
man.
Hefty.
Them big women, Vinny, the big women loved
Hefty
that little
says
gay
that?
man.
Yeah, hefty. Not wimpy.
Planet Tobor says he wants a Gorka Morka Transformers vehicles. I am not familiar with Gorka
Me
Morka.
neither. What the hell is that?
You're going to have to explain that one, Planet Tobor.
Yeah, man.
His thighs are like toothpicks. Brutal. I just looked it up and I found a Mad Max Prime Transformer. Really?
Oh,
that's
shit.
fucking awesome.
Is that done by somebody who did a custom? I'm thinking that's what it is because
Yep.
I don't
I like
remember
this.
ever seeing anything like that officially.
I gotta say, I like those. Like when you showed me that fucking the Thunder Machine,
Yes,
transforming Thunder Machine, I thought that was awesome.
that one looks great. The sound waving comes with Zartan and Zorana,
Yeah.
and then
Why
Ravage
didn't
is
you
like
just
a
come
dog.
with Thrasher though? What the fuck? Should have just came with Thrasher.
I guess they wanted to make it. They want to make it more special. Now, I'm going to get into one last thing here, and then we can have open discussions before I play my last video.
Okay.
So I'd seen this on Twitter like a week or two ago.
Huh?
So people were spreading this picture around, and they were talking about Cassette Man by Radio Shack. It was a knockoff Transformer Soundwave.
Mm-hmm.
Very blatant knockoff.
It was not a knockoff. It wasn't by Radio Shack. Cassette Man was actually made by Takara for their microchange line before they partnered up with Hasbro. I know because I had this damn toy. And the longest, I didn't know what it was because we'd gotten at a flea market back when the flea markets used to get things from overseas without all the licensing shit that they do now. Yeah, so we used to get stuff over from Japan and everything like that, the U.S. Indoor Flea Market. And I've talked about this numerous times. I picked up a whole bunch of microchange figures before they were branded to Transformers. Cassette Man was one of the ones that I had. Yeah, so I don't know where they got this lame brain idea. It was Radio Shack. Somebody put some weird shit out on Reddit or something like that because I seen the post, didn't know what the hell they were talking about, and said it was a knockoff Transformer. And then right there, pre-Transformer Soundwave.
Yeah. Well, that's it, right? Would you say it's Pinterest or something? So yeah, someone just saw it randomly and made up a story instead of finding out.
They did the same thing with Shockwave, and they said, "Oh, Radio Shack had this fake Shockwave." No, Radio Shack acquired the licensing for the Shockwave character, the same as Hasbro did, because it was called the Magnum. What was it called? Astro Magnum, and it was done by Toyco of Korea.
Oh, wow.
And Toyco of Korea, they sold it out as Astro Magnum. They sold it as Galactic Man in Radio Shack.
And then they also sold the license off the rights to Hasbro, who repainted it purple and made it Shockwave.
Wow.
But most people don't know that shit because, well, they see something on a Reddit post or like you said, Pinterest or someplace else where somebody just doesn't know what the hell they're talking about.
Yeah.
Look, you want that information, you got to go to the source. Now, a lot of this information is not like I grew up knowing every last one of these things. I found about it and acquired this information over time. Because I'm so invested in this franchise in the early days of the franchise. I used to collect Micronauts, and then I found out about the Micro Man that it was based off, that Mego had acquired licensing rights for to sell in the United States as Micronauts. I learned about all this shit afterwards, and then in turn I found out about all the stuff with Microchange, with Diaclone, and all that stuff over time. Most of these people, they don't know nothing. Somebody posts some bullshit. And everybody else, well, it's on the internet, so it's got to be true. It's like that old Geico commercial. You know, I'm meeting my man here. He's a French supermodel. How do you know he's a French supermodel? Oh, it's on the internet. It's got to be true.
Yeah. Oh, shit. That's funny. But yeah, you know what else is on the internet? And I saw it in stores. This guy, his street date isn't supposed to be until the 26th or the 27th. So I could not purchase this guy, but I found out when I went to the register. So here is Stranger Things mixed with Transformers. They got the license, and this thing actually looked really damn cool.
And his name is Code Red, right?
Yeah, Code Red. And this is pretty damn nice. They've been doing these crossovers now for a little bit, but I was truly kind of impressed with this guy. You know,
and you know what? And that one right there, I just hope that that's not the bad version of the figure, because if you remember, I did that review on Ironhide and Proud.
Yeah. Oh no,
that's an Ironhide body.
Yeah, they had a similar kind of transformation on it, the way that they did it. But yes, from what I understand, this is a superior version of that. Like whatever issues that thing might have had, they kind of they updated it. But again, same thing with the Back to the Future car. That was another. That was they used the same type of mold and just changed a couple of pieces essentially, but it's the same transformation.
That one was tremendous. I have that one.
Yep, same.
Good figure.
Yeah, we both reviewed it. The DeLorean one was pretty damn sweet.
The Ecto one was really good too.
Yeah, except for the backpack shit.
Yeah, the backpack shit that didn't pour it in. That's the only part that really pissed me off about that figure. Yeah,
I was tempted on that guy. I only saw him one time in stores, but this guy too. Like, I'll probably never be able to get this thing now, because they disappear right away. You know, it's bullshit what they pulled, but yeah, it sucks. I do know someone they got, I guess, early copies or whatever that Hasbro had sent for like some of those other reviewers. But even if you open up the box, it has like the grease pizza stain on the top of the box on the inside. But that pizza stain is like the Demogorgon. It's like a couple of different things from the show, which again, that's genius. That's not a level of detail that you normally see with this type of stuff. It's just like, yeah, we'll do a nice, pretty outside box. No, they even did the inside properly. So that's pretty jaw dropping. You know, if I'm able to get my hands on him again, yeah, I would do a review on this guy.
Well, I would say that's one of the things that they do knock out of the park. Now, there's been a few absolute misses, like the Dracula one, the Draculus.
Yeah.
Awesome looking, but the design flaws that are in that one just took all the joy I had out of reviewing that thing. But the packaging, same thing with the packaging on that. Absolutely killer. Inside and out. Same thing with the Megatron His Tank. Absolutely terrible design work on that Megatron figure. It looked great as a His Tank, looked mediocre as a robot, but all the packaging that they did on it, on the inside of the box and everything, outstanding. Absolutely outstanding.
That's awesome. Yeah, well, I like the Back to the Future one too. It was more simple, but they did it like old school Generation 1 type Transformers, where you open up the side of the box and just kind of you could like roll it out like down a platform type of thing. Like, it was nice. It was simple, but it was nice.
So a Planetobora finally got back. Gorka Morka was Mad Max plus Orcs Warhammer 40,000 board game from back in the early mid-90s.
Nice.
Emphasis on ramshackle vehicle combat. Awesome. That's awesome.
That is cool. I did not know that.
Wait. Hear me out. Disney Star Wars meets Barbie meets the bottom of a toxic waste sewage dump lit on fire. Huh? It's going to be the next sliced bread.
Yeah, but you know what? All the misery tubers, they'll watch it for you.
That's right. Hey, I'll review it so you don't have to buy it. I can't be fooled. You can't fool me once. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. I'm going to come to your house and set it on fire. But that's all I had in the extra way of news. Stuff that I wanted to touch on as far as what I seen the meatheads on Twitter talking about. So, what's going on, Samba Go? Good to see you, man. Hope that you had a really awesome Pigsgiving. Tommy can't resist an outstanding package. You know what? And Vinnie is the same way. He knows quality when he sees it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Quality is what it's about. If you want some good shit, man, the companies better step it up.
Yeah, Adam, we see the quality all around you. Go ahead, keep bragging, you son of a bitch. I tell you, before I get into my last review, and then we have open panel discussions, whatever you guys want to talk about. I want to say one of the things that I'm thankful for. I'm thankful for all the family and friends that I've been able to hang out and talk with over the past God knows how many years now. All you guys have been absolutely fantastic, man. Most of you guys, I have your numbers, and we've talked, like regular over the phone and everything like that. All the people in the chat that always hang out, and I have the chance to interact with you on smaller scale in the chats or everything like that. You know what? You guys are all amazing. Curtis is actually one of the guys I've had a few at least chats over the phone with and everything too. A really good guy. He's been hanging around my channel for a long time. He was pushing me when I was like, I don't know if I'm ever going to get beyond 30, 40 subs, whatever the hell it was at the time. And he's like, you could do it, man. Don't give up. And I always appreciate that. Thank you. Nice. Also appreciative for all the time that I've had with all the pigs that I've had, all the ones that are with me, all the ones that are no longer with me, including Cringer. You know what? I absolutely relish those times that I got to spend with all those guys too. Absolutely outstanding little fuzzy bastards that eat all my damn money. But you know what? I love them all the same. They're absolutely fantastic. Yeah. Remember, guys, there's always something you can be thankful for, no matter how bad it looks, no matter how dark it is. There's always a light there that's letting you know that things are not all shit. At least not just yet.
Absolutely, man. I'm glad you said that because, I'm very grateful for each and every person that shows up week after week whenever we do our streams, whenever we're doing all this stuff, all the projects that you guys have backed. Again, your support is huge. I want to keep putting out amazing quality stuff, and I'm only able to do it with the help of you guys. So, again, and thank you for the backer tonight as well. On the art book. Like I said, anyone else, if you guys want to jump in on that, please do. And get the word out. Even if you can't, just grab a link and put it out on social media. Let people know I got new projects, and everyone knows I put up top quality stuff. That's just how we roll here. So, I did find this thing. So this is the Mad Max Prime.
That's awesome.
I'm assuming that this is a third-party thing, but it looks really cool. And
do they have figures?
Yeah, he's a robot form. This is someone else's channel, so I'm not going to play any of the footage, but that's what his robot mode looks like.
Do they have figures?
Again, I believe this is some kind of third-party knockoff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like they just made their own thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it looks good though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it looks pretty damn sweet. So again, like I said, it's someone else's channel, so I'm not playing any of the footage. But nicely done.
I appreciate that, RR. He says a drink to the most powerful pig in the universe, and dang, outlaw in the house. What's up, Doc? Good to see you. Doc? You want to swing in and shoot the shit with us for a minute? You absolutely can. Glory to Cringer. Thank you, Chaos Hoy. Cringer was a super pig. Frankie knows. I'm grateful. I ate some grapes tonight. That's something. So before we open it up to whatever anybody else wants to talk about, I got one more toy review here. And this one, while not hitting a perfect number, I think it was still damn well done. Let's see what you guys think about this one. This one is actually horror related, and it comes by NECA. Welcome back as we're hanging out with the horror icon Pig
what's going on, Stripe? You having some lettuce? You chilling out, waiting for the next horror review, my friend? Absolutely, and now we're going to get into it. This one is the 20th anniversary. House of a Thousand Corpses by NECA. We have Captain Spaulding. Let's get this one out of the box and take a look at it.
I'm going to have to be taking your car today. You have some top secret clown business that supersedes any plans that you might have for this here vehicle.
So right out of the box, here we go with Captain Spaulding. Stripe, are you done with all your lettuce already, my friend? There you go. One small piece left. A lot of soft goods on this one. The feet are a little bit jacked up. Now, because this is not an ultimate, there is absolutely no rock in these. I mean, you have a little bit of pivot right there, but no rock. So you can't really straighten these feet up. So it gets a little bit difficult to get him to stand up straight. That is a little bit of a downer. But traditional articulation that you would see with these, with the kick up, not as much kick back, unfortunately. There is some, but not a whole lot. He's got a pretty decent knee bend right there. And of course, he's got the pivot right here at the foot. See, does he have a waist turn? Does have a waist turn. It's not a hula hoop or anything. It's just a traditional waist turn. Really good motion on the head, though. There is a bit of a ball there, so he does have a fair amount of movement on the head. And the likeness is there. That is amazing. That looks really good. I like the way that they did that. Of course, the arms move out, got an elbow bend, and got pivot here in the wrists. Overall, most of this figure looks really good. It's down in the feet, man. Whenever it's not an ultimate, the feet. There's always something about it with the ankles and the feet are just not right. This would be killer if they even just had a little bit of rock here in the feet so you can get these feet pointed in the right direction. It does come with a couple extras, which I can only assume this is a bag of chicken. I'm not really sure what else this could be.
I'll tell you what, Ski King. Why don't you just take your mama home some chicken, and then I won't have to stuff my boot all up in your ass.
He does come with one other extra, and that is a couple of extra hands.
Keep your paws where I can see.
Yeah, don't move.
Here we go with the last of accessories. He's got two hands, giving everybody the middle finger. But as an overall for a NECA figure, representing Sig Haig as Captain Spaulding, I think this one actually looks pretty damn good. Anyway, guys, I can't give this one a perfect score. There are too many things that are kind of omitted or missing for this one. But I will say that this one is a very solid 8 out of 10.
Yeah, he looked great.
Right there, RR, yeah, the face was spot on. I mean, even the shape of his head was perfectly done.
Mm-hmm.
His feet must be nibbled off. Yeah, you know what? Luckily, because he's got those big, giant clown shoes, he was still able to stand very well, even like with one leg bent behind him and everything. But good God, if they would only have done this as an ultimate figure instead.
I know.
Samba Coke, I thought it was a John Wayne Gacy figure. Samba also says he's been posting a link for your art book.
Sweet, man. Thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate it.
And you're right, RR. The bribe. Curtis and the lettuce devourer. Absolutely. Those pigs, they demand payment up front to do the videos. Oh, boy. And sometimes they get greedy, especially Jumper. Right, Jumper? A little hoglet. 8 out of 10 toes. It was a really nice looking figure. I'd like to see him redo that as an ultimate. And if they did the rest of them from Devil's Rejects, I'm not even going to lie, I'd probably pick them up.
Mm-hmm.
I know some people, those movies are a hit or a miss, but I rather enjoyed them. I didn't like House of a Thousand Corpses quite as much, but Devil's Rejects and 3 from Hell, I liked both of them.
That's cool, man. Yeah. I enjoy. I don't remember if I saw 3 of them or if I saw 2 of them. I forget because I kind of watched them all like back to back. So I'm pretty sure I saw all 3.
Well, you know what it was for me, and I actually talk about it in the full review for this. It was really it's Sid Haig. Mm-hmm. He was the one that actually got me interested in it. Just his portrayal of that character, Captain Howdy.
His character was was great.
Jumper is crafty, he knows all the tricks to get to the leg. Yeah, he does. But yeah, he was fantastic in those movies. Like that's why I use some of those clips. It's kind of just showing off like his moments and his moments were great every time he was on screen.
Yeah, definitely.
And I mean, he even before he passed, he did a few things like he did Hatchet.
Yep. Yeah.
And most people just forget that he was in that too. I mean, he did so many things. I found an old episode of Buck Rogers where he was on, and I was like, "Holy shit, get out of here!" I was like, "That's Sid." I was like, "Get out of here!"
That's great, man. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So, anything you guys want to talk about? Panel is completely open. Whatever you want to talk about at this point, as far as toy related or franchise related.
I got a couple of figures.
No, go ahead, man.
I love show and tell, baby.
All right, so since you showed those DC figures, I was wondering, did McFarlane do this motherfucker yet?
They did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, wasn't it the
They had a single of Doomsday, and then they had a 2-pack with Superman and Doomsday.
Oh, okay, they did. All right, because I remember there was
Oh.
a character that looked like Doomsday, but it wasn't. It was like that mashup thing, like that Batman.
Right. No, that's a different one. No, but they
Okay.
had a Doomsday, and then they had a Doomsday versus Superman.
All right.
But it had that weird, stupid coming out to the shoulder thing on the same
Well,
thing.
look,
with McFarlane.
look, he has it. That's the way he was in the, in the comic.
I don't remember that in the comic.
Yeah, that thing coming off of his neck like that.
Straight out like that? I don't remember that.
In the OG.
No,
when he
I don't
was
remember it. Matter of
introduced.
fact, I've got the comic sitting behind me on the bookshelf, and I don't remember it coming out like that far. I don't recall that.
Well, I thought it did, because look at his knees and his shoulders. I mean,
Yeah,
and his
he
elbows.
had some of that stuff going on, but I don't remember that shit on his back and his neck like that.
But I like this is from 2001.
Okay.
DC Direct did some good ones. Like these aren't action figures. You can't play with these fucking things. As a little kid, you know what I'm saying. But I wasn't a little kid when I got them, so I wasn't smashing them around. But this is from the Superman line. I like these stands that they have.
Yeah, there's some pretty neat ones. But I had one or two of those DC Direct things.
I have a
this.
couple. I have Lobo, and I have his bike. It broke apart into like 4 pieces.
Oh man, yeah, it's a shame when they break.
But
Hey, Tobor, he said you don't remember that neck thing either. Yeah, not like that, not all the way out.
I mean, let's see, how far out is that? Let's see. I'll have to look up the way he looked in the first appearance.
I mean, I remember some of the bony structures grew every time he took damage, but
Yeah,
I remember the ones on the back of his elbows grew out, and the ones over
Well,
his
also
knees grew out.
when he first broke out and started rampaging, this green suit, he was covered in a green suit. He had,
yeah,
like, red
he had the
goggles.
red goggles. Yeah. Yeah, I have the Death of Superman somewhere as well.
Yeah, Tree Rock says nice figure, regardless of neck thing. And yeah, Frankie looked it up. Yeah, hey, we did think I was joking, Frankie.
That's awesome, though. By the way, Planet Tobor, I did drop you a link if you want to pop in at all and hang out, chat a little bit. But yeah, good
this
stuff.
one is from a Toy Biz Sinister Six line.
Okay. Green Goblin.
The one thing I don't like about him is the pouch is a little weird. The way you have to, it kind of doesn't look right. The way it like rests on him like there. But I like this one because it got the sled.
What year was
It's
this
a nice
one?
sled that it's a stand. You could like, I'm sure you can't see, but it's a stand. Probably. Let's see. I can't see because of the light. My eyes are bad.
That's a Toy Biz one?
Yeah. It was a
Yeah.
Sinister Six line.
Okay.
And you
Nice.
got the 2 of these.
The Flaming Pumpkins.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Whoops.
Yeah, there was one that I had designed, and Toy Biz had stole the design for a Green Goblin.
Is this it?
That's why I was trying to figure out. Depends on the year. If it was around 2002, 2003, then yeah. Because I have they released 2 different versions of them, and there was one like on a smaller card.
These eyes are bubbles.
Yeah, like goggles.
Yeah. That's got. I always thought that was cool.
Yeah. There's your answer, Vinnie.
Oh, all right. No worries, man.
But I like how like his pointy iron cheek boots.
Yeah.
They kind of help. They help him stay in the sled.
Yep. That's part of the design that works. Very cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I always like that character.
It's always great breaking out that old stuff. So here, I did what did I do? Brought up super fan. I did find something. So this is
wait before you jump into it, let me just answer that too. On top of it, yes, they are assholes. That's when Marvel and Toy Biz were working together in the same place in Manhattan. They were on the same floor, except Toy Biz had
and Toy Biz, right?
Say that again.
McFarlane and Toy Biz?
No, Marvel and Toy Biz. They one owned the other for like a couple of years, and they would kind of like swap the license basically between one another. It was crazy how they worked, but yeah, they would get, since they were on the same floor, they took a lot of their artists, a lot of their designs and shit, and they would show it to the other ones, or they would just walk in there and just look at some of their stuff too. It was so bizarre how they worked. But anyway, yeah, I'm sorry. Right. Go ahead, Tommy.
Not a problem. It has to do with what he was talking about. So here's the one that I seen.
Okay.
The gold label one.
Yeah.
This is more like how I remember Doomsday looking like, with the shoulder bones just kind of sticking straight up and not flaring way out. I had also seen a secondary version of Doomsday that had the big flare outs like he showed in that figure, because they released like a couple different versions of them.
Yeah.
But I also don't remember Doomsday in the comic looking Hulk size. He's like Hulk mass, Juggernaut.
He was in the comics. He was huge.
Yeah, but not like that. Not wide like that.
He was a little bit smaller. He was a little bit smaller in size than that. He was in between what you showed for the DC Direct and this one.
Yeah, pretty much, because he's the DC Direct one that I showed. He's kind of like waist small. And this one, he's too waist big.
Yeah.
And his hands weren't that big. I don't think his hands were that big.
Yeah, it's the same picture.
Yeah, son of a bitches. They got 2 pictures, and they're both exactly the same. Cheap son of a bitches. You couldn't just get another damn picture.
Right.
Get so-and-so's. But I know they did a few different ones. So they did a few different ones in colors. They have another one where Doomsday's got like a gray pants. Like, here, let me see if I can bring that one up as well. I don't like that as much as the green one. I think the green one looks a lot better. It looks more like the original comic design. But they also have this one right here. Jesus, what a horrible picture.
Yeah. That's that other version. That's that Batman thing. And they try to pass it off like it's Doomsday, but it wasn't. It was like another knockoff version. I forgot the name. Oh, sorry.
I was going to say, but I remember a third version where he had those big flare-out shoulder pieces, because I looked at it and I was like, I'm not into that.
Yeah. It's crazy what they did, because McFarlane likes to reuse parts to save with the molds and all that shit. So, like, they have pre-existing figures that they're trying to get the most out of those molds. And that was based off that I think it was it the Metal Batman series, where they had like the Red Death Batman. That's where the Joker Who Laughs came from. The Batman Who Laughs. It was that storyline. So they had one that was like a Doomsday version of Batman, and that's essentially what that is.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I think some of the figures that McFarlane does look pretty cool, and the other ones are just like, they're just such a huge miss.
Oh, I know, dude. Well, yeah, you saw the like the Wonder Woman that I showed you guys, you and Trina. Like that one looks beautiful. It's coming out soon, and it's the classic version from like the comics. It's It's not
I
based on a
think
movie
the
or nothing.
McFarlane figures from the 2000s look better than the ones that he's making today.
Oh, yeah, well, because the 2000s, you actually had in-house art studio. I was one of them. I helped design those figures and shit.
Yeah, well,
Then he
I'm saying
outsourced.
you did some good work there because
Thanks, man.
those, like, even lines that I was never interested in, if the figure was cool enough, I was
Mhm.
gonna pick that shit up.
Yep. Oh, absolutely. Because that's the thing. When you have a human touch to it, you're gonna have more imagination. You're gonna have cooler shit happening. When you have a studio of guys and girls working together, like to try to make the best product, it's going to excel. What they do with the China shit is they're basically just sending them digital renderings in some cases, and in other cases, they just do all the work over there, and they really don't give a shit about the product or the characters. So you're gonna have a half-assed item. Lately, they're trying to step it up a little bit more when it comes in terms of like I guess the sculpts that they're sending out there, or the digital renderings rather, because they're like using ZBrush and shit now. So yeah, I don't know. It's strange, but you could tell when someone's actually sculpting versus when it's going to be just all on the computer. And NECA is a good example of that. NECA, for the majority of their stuff, it is hand sculpted items still. They still have in-house, in-studio people. You know.
No, the one thing I always say I do appreciate what NECA does is that they pay attention, obviously, to the source material.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't mention on the Spalding box, they have a lot of the things in there that kind of lead you to believe like that bag is fried chicken, because they don't tell you what it is. It's not like an Ultimates where they tell you a breakdown of everything that's in the box.
Right.
But they got everything that was at his little stop, his little attraction area. And one of the things on there was the fried chicken. Take home a bag of our famous fried chicken. And that's why I was like, I think it's a bag of fried chicken that he's holding.
That's great. Yeah, it's got to be. Yeah, I remember that. I do remember that.
Yeah, Brutal Morning was. Yeah, I remember that. They even had a female Bat Aquaman woman.
Cool. Oh, like that. Yeah, there was that giant roided out cybernetic Spider-Man figure.
Oh, the female one.
That they would call like Spider-Woman or something.
Yep. What a fucking love this shit.
It kind of makes you wonder what they're thinking sometimes. Like, did they really like stop to think, oh yeah, this is going to sell?
I don't know. I think that was just strictly all diversity bullshit. Because it's a character that's supposed to be from that animated Miles movie, Spider-Verse shit. And it made like maybe a 5-second cameo on screen. I have no idea if it's going to play a bigger role in the second part, but who cares? Because like I got no interest in that. Yeah, Spider-Man. That's exactly it.
Yep, Spider-Man. Yeah, you're not wrong, RR. You need that three-dimensional sculpture to get the real-world look and performance that ours actually intended. Damn right. Planet Tobar, man, I could rant forever about the switch to digital sculpting on minis.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah. It's crazy shit. It truly is. Dude, but yeah, Planet Tobar, if you're free tomorrow, let me know. We're going to be doing a stream on my channel around 5 p.m. Yeah, it's the Friday Underground stream. So, yeah. Tune in, folks. Don't forget.
Yeah, man. Going to have some more fun.
Absolutely.
Have you already caught up on that episode?
Oh, yeah, the second one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see the third one yet. I think I'm going to rewatch the second one again. But yeah, I enjoyed them. I enjoyed episodes 1 and 2 of Monarch. Because yeah, we're going to be we kind of split the show now. So Friday we're going to be covering that Legacy of Monster series on Apple, and then yeah, we'll do a little bit on Rumble. But yeah, it's going to be a good time.
Yeah, so we take the gloves off and get all kinds of crazy on Rumble.
Yeah, we do. It's fun. And thank you for the subscribers over there. I'm up to like 90 subscribers now on Rumble. So that's pretty cool.
I'm really hoping that Rumble really keeps kicking it up a notch. Yeah. Like fix some of the problems that they have with the interface and everything like that. And they really want to be able to compete with YouTube. That's going to be the way to do it.
Oh yeah, I know that's one of the main things they're doing. They have like a beta version of that studio thing now or something. So I signed up. I know a bunch of other people did too. But yeah, so they're going to be rolling it out sometime soon. But I know the owner of Rumble, he said he's standing with Elon in terms of saying no to all the censorship. So that's a good thing. I'm glad that guy, he's got the balls to work it out and keep fighting for for freedom of speech.
Not wrong, Lurch. We know that they were buying them for years. I mean, everybody seemed to have forgotten about that shit with Captain Marvel.
Oh yeah,
where they had sent free tickets out to like what was that, Eagles Outfitters or something like that.
Oh, a whole bunch of shit. They lied across the board, and it was proof of it. Because this sequel, which again, you're not going to have a drop off like that. If it was legit, broke $1 billion on its own, you would not have the massive drop off that sequel fucking had. No way in hell. Sorry. It proves that the box office was padded on that original movie, 100%.
Oh, Planetober, yeah. I knew about this a while ago, and yeah, it's called Monarch: Legacy of Monsters.
Yeah,
so,
Russell Crowe. I'm sorry, Kurt Russell rather. Kurt Russell and his son. They play the same character on the series. There's like they keep going back and forth with like a time lapse. So you'll see. Well, there's 3 different time jumps we have. We have like in the 50s, the 70s, and then around 2015, 2016. So pretty cool how they did it. I am interested. It feels at times like they want to emphasize a little bit too much on the female characters, but it's not so much that it throws you off completely. Like it's entertaining for what they put out there. And they didn't shy out with the monsters either. Episode 1, there's a good amount of monster stuff there.
Apple TV, Frankie.
Yep, it's on Apple.
Yeah, the accountants never found the money from that movie. Just trash,
right?
Just trash. I think they are going to reap exactly what they sowed.
Oh, for sure, dude, for sure.
And for what, I've seen some of those people out there. They get offended about that burn Disney burn. Like, guess what? I am still praying that they burn to the ground. I really don't give a rat's ass. These people talking about, well, you forgot about what Disney used to be. You know what? Disney was always a shit company. They were always thieves and liars. Like even in the days of Walt. Don't get it twisted. He took so many IPs, made a 20% change to it, and claimed it's all Disney. I mean, what the hell? He ripped off the creators of the original Lion King. They already proved what that was from. But Disney made such changes just enough that there was really nothing that the original creators could do about it. So don't act like Disney is like free of any kind of freaking wrongdoing, and that they don't deserve some shit thrown their way, because they absolutely do.
Yep.
What's up, awesome one? Happy Thanksgiving to you.
Hell yeah, man.
I think they are going to be getting into that at some point. They've already hinted at it.
Yeah, Monarch is that whole show. It's the whole MonsterVerse stuff that they've been doing. So like it starts off with like the Kong Skull Island with that had Sam Jackson in it, and Loki, the dude who played Loki, Tom Hiddleston. Like they have that stuff in it. You have your Godzilla stuff there. Like they're doing a really nice job with it, connecting all that in a good way. I am curious to see where they go with the rest of this show, but it's pretty cool so far.
No, I mean, just after the first episode, I was kind of drawn in. I was like, yeah, this looks pretty good. I mean, even like you're saying, like I know some people, focusing on a female character. You know what? We used to have movies like that where they focused on female characters, and they certainly wasn't woke. And you can go way back. And like once again, I brought this up numerous times. Gone with the Wind. Gone with the Wind is focused on a female character the entire time, but you certainly wouldn't call that movie woke.
Right.
Oh no, we lost the Atom. He's back.
He's back. You got him?
Yeah, I got him. He's panning around the room. That might have been what did it. It was too much for StreamYard. They can't handle all that awesomeness, Adam.
That's right. Well, this is the StreamYard app on the phone.
Ah, that's why. Yeah.
So I figured, well, you know what? Since the computer's having issues, I'll jump on the phone.
Excellent, dude. Yeah, man.
God,
What
I
a
miss the
great
days of being
collection.
able to use a camera.
What was that?
I miss the days of being able to use a camera.
Yeah. Crazy. If they're ever going to make the internet better again.
One day, maybe.
Well, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, that was such a good movie, Frankie. I've watched that numerous times.
Mm-hmm.
Walt's still frozen like Han Solo. Cryogenic. Yeah, he's frozen in carbonite, and they're going to thaw him out when the economy gets better.
Just his head. Oh, man.
Beautiful.
Isn't that what they did with Futurama? That's where they got the whole concept from. It was that whole rumor of Walt Disney's head in a jar.
Yeah.
Funny stuff.
Well, I mean, they made reference to that to a couple of movies like DC Cab. Gary Busey's talking about Bruce Lee, or no, he was talking about Bruce Lee, but he mentions Elvis. He said Elvis isn't dead. They got him frozen in a silo, and they're going to unthaw him when the economy gets better. That joke has been going around for a long freaking time.
Yeah. Awesome stuff. Yeah.
Oh.
Freeze Disney in that. Yeah. Yeah, Planetary Warriors. Yeah. I was floored by Godzilla versus Kong. Was not expecting it to be as good as it was. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think you'll enjoy the series. Yeah, so far pretty damn good stuff. There's like one moment that happened. I think it was the original Godzilla movie, or the one right before the King of Monsters, when he's attacking San Francisco, and yeah, there's a part in the show where they kind of something that he hit the bridge, or he was attacking the bridge a little bit, or they were attacking him around that part. And yeah, there is a section in this show where, like, yeah, you'll see that, like, the ground level basically of him attacking. It was just pretty cool.
Yeah, it was so nice the way they kind of clipped it in to make it part of the show.
Oh yeah.
Something that was a minor
Tommy,
scene that didn't matter too.
Tommy, I gotta step away, man. Have a good night, everybody. Happy Thanksgiving.
All right,
You
Slasher,
too, man.
you have a
Happy
good one, man.
Thanksgiving,
Happy
bro.
Thanksgiving. Yeah, carbonite freezing.
Mm-hmm.
Cryogenic freezing results in death. They never wake up. Anything else?
I don't think so. There was a couple of things I seen recently, but I'm trying to let me see if I saved any photos. I do that from time to time. I'm like, oh, this will be good for the toy stream. Did I show that Wonder Woman? Did I show it last week?
I think so.
Hold on, I'll pull up anyway. This is the one I was talking about. That it looks like it's going to be one of their exclusives or something. This is a collector's edition. So yeah, that's a more comic book accurate Wonder Woman that they're going to be releasing. So pretty cool. The extra hands and all that stuff. The lasso.
Yeah, it was last week. You showed
okay.
It because when you came up with the collector edition, I said, oh yeah, they're out in the stores because that's what the Jay Garrett Green Lantern?
Yeah. That one's out. Not sure if this one is yet, but I noticed too that the sword is up here as well. So yeah, she's fully loaded with some cool stuff. So that's going to be good. I'm glad that they're actually doing stuff like that. Let me see if there's something else.
I know Trina had sent me some photos the end of last week, beginning of this week, I forget exactly, and NECA's at it again with more Gremlins figures, and I'm just looking at it like son of a bitch. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to pull the trigger on them. So they definitely got the back Gremlin already out for like pre-sale and everything, and they've done 2 more Caroler Gremlins, another 2-pack. Like, son of a bitch.
That's cool.
Just when I think I've gotten all of them.
Oh yeah, dude. No, it's not going to stop, Tommy. They're going to keep getting you on the hook.
I know, right? The only one I think that I'm really pissed off that I could not pull the trigger on because of how bad everything has been is the 4-pack of Turtles from NECA. I really wanted that one bad, and I cannot pull a trigger.
Which 4-pack was it?
the $140 4-pack of turtles.
Was it movie? Was it cartoon?
The comics, Eastman and Laird.
Okay. Yeah, I have not seen those.
They usually don't put them out on the shelf. I know Etep said he's seen it in one of his stores on the shelf, which is an oddity, but everybody else I've talked to, they say you got to ask a store associate because they keep them in the back. They don't put them out on the shelf. But they're over $140 some odd dollars for the 4-pack, but they look amazing.
Damn. Yeah, that's crazy. I don't think I saved anything else. Although this was always cool. I mean, I think I showed this before. But why not? It's Thanksgiving, so let's have a laugh. Here is
Sambo. Absolutely.
Here is Danny Trejo. I showed this thing like I think last year or something.
Beautiful.
This thing was glorious, and he comes with a real ponytail that you could comb. How great is that? I saw it on Instagram.
It's almost to size too.
Right? Oh yeah, dude, that guy is like 5'3" or something. He's tiny.
Short as hell. They always make him look so big in the movies, but he's really tiny.
Yeah. So there you have it. Even his mustache has real hair. I just noticed that. That's hilarious. Holy shit. Terrifying. Yeah. Oh god. So there you go, folks.
Awesome.
My little Danny Trejo.
Yeah, the chainsaw one. Yeah, the stripe. Oh, yeah. And I had to get that, too.
Oh, I just realized, too, in the package, it says that, his beautiful dark hair glistens and smells just like tacos. Hold on. I'll share it again if you guys don't believe me. I'm not being racist. It literally says it right there.
Being racist.
It's right there on the packaging. His beautiful hair. Oh, my God. That's amazing.
Awesome.
That
I like how the little brush is supposed to be a machete, too. That is
Right?
pretty hilarious.
That's glorious. Yeah, it doubles as a comb. Beautiful stuff.
That is hilarious.
Oh, shit.
But I think that is just about it for us right now. I hope that all of you had an awesome day, a spectacular Thanksgiving for those of you that celebrate along with us. And you know what? Just remember, there's always something to be thankful for, and we are definitely thankful that you decided to spend your time here with us tonight. And I hope that you had a little bit of fun as we were talking about some of these awesome freaking figures, these collection pieces, just like the ones that Adams is showing off right there. And
beautiful.
I hope that you have a continuing good night and hopefully come back tomorrow for Vinnie on his stream. Matter of fact, Vinnie, why don't you just go ahead and take it away and talk about what you got in store for us tomorrow?
Yeah, that's it. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about Monarch Episode 2 on Apple TV. We're going to get a little more into that. We'll give you some pros and cons about the show. But yeah, I've been enjoying it so far. Fun time, and and we'll hit some spicy conversations when we hit the Rumble side of it as well. So, but a good at least half or maybe a little bit more of the show is going to be again on Monarch on the YouTube side of it. But I mean, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world. We know how it is, but we're going to start talking more about the cool stuff, the fun stuff. And people, don't forget, they are getting rid of physical media. So if you do want to snatch up some really cool stuff, I suggest getting out there. I know Black Fridays are usually crazy, but skip that, watch our stream, and then on Cyber Monday, just order a whole bunch of cool shit online.
Damn right, because 9 times out of 10, you get better deals now on Cyber Monday anyway.
This is true. And of course, don't forget to continue to back the campaign. Again, beautiful artwork, amazing stuff we got going on. And all my campaigns, by the way, are live. Not this one, but the other 3 campaigns, they ship immediately. Once this thing is fully backed and I get my money, then we're going to the printer. So shipping will be kind of quick on that one too. And obviously, I'll put updates, with that process. But in the meantime, if you can't support this one, at least grab the link, put it on social media. You're going to help me in a tremendous way. art books are always a harder sell. I know because more people, they want story and stuff like that. But I kept getting messages. People wanted more artwork from me and stuff. Like, are you going to do another campaign soon? So that's why I did this one. And again, it's loaded with never before seen artwork. We got some other really cool things in here. And some pieces that were in my original ash can that not many people had gotten. So I wanted to make sure, like, to give you a better and larger scale. So you'll see like the Day of the Dead chick with no logos, nothing, just the full art, the black and white and the color. I made sure to put that in there. But again, there's a ton of other stuff in there, portraits, some like behind the scenes shit. Because and I wanted to show people the really tight ink work that I do as well. Because people just assume that I just draw it all and then I paint over everything. That's not my process. I would do that with like portrait paintings and stuff like that. But when it comes down to the comic book stuff, you're going to see more of my line work shining through, just like on the 6-gun gorilla cover that I did. The piece I did for Chris Fisk. You'll see the full images on those things as well. But like I said, you'll see how tight my ink work is on some pages. And don't forget the teaser or the bonus pages I put in there too for City of Venus 2, because that is the next campaign. And that is one hell of a project I am so proud of. And I'm still hammering out the pages. But like I said, in the meantime, you got another really cool art book to add to the collection. It's bigger than the previous ones. So I'm not trying to do a hard sell, but I'm just saying, like, we got the good stuff here. If you're sick of all the other people that you're waiting years and years, you're not going to wait years. This is just another month and a half or so, almost 2 months, and then everything's going to be shipped out. So, and you don't forget original artwork. You got original artwork on this. Plenty of pieces to choose from. Like I said, we had 2 of them already sold out, and I do plan on putting more up. Again, like that awesome Wonder Woman, she's still available, folks. So jump on that. Don't lose out on that one. That's a beauty. But hell yeah. In the meantime, continue supporting and enjoying all the cool stuff we get out there. And we're going to kick it back over to Tommy.
All right, and we're going to throw it on over to the man himself showing off his wares. We got Adam Shawhan.
That's right, man. Just showing off what you guys don't really get to see very much. And again, that's what this is about, though, right? Collections and toys and a mannequin. I mean, it's a freaking mannequin, yo. It's real, man. It's real. It's a pain in the ass with an artist hand so that the fingers move, Vinnie.
That's so cool.
I fabricated that part, but I mean, again, it's fun to share. You get to see. It's right there. There's, it exists. It's not, just for pictures. And I enjoy my Legos. Especially when they're not having stuff fall on them. But this is just, I don't know. I have fun. Like I said, I got my Migos, and we got some Macho Man. But yeah, man. And again, these are some Vinnie books. There's some Vinnie books. There's some Vinnie all around. Some McFarlane too. But again, it's just it's a place to have fun. Batman's mad at you because the whole Kathleen Kennedy, and then She-Hulk, and he's just like, man, I don't know, the whole Pelosi, I don't know,
Dirk Wiggler.
I don't know. But yeah, I mean, whether it's these kind of these things used to be like $8, $9, you could find them, and they've got movement and stuff. To like the big one that I got right here, it doesn't matter. We have our collections and we like them, and we get to have fun. And even the dogs are like, yeah, we're gonna be quiet.
That's it. Nerding out. It's a good thing.
But you come hang out with your friends, you show off your collections, whether they're, again, Hot Wheel cars to the more expensive Hot Wheel cars to a painting that you could get, here, there, and anywhere, or just something that's original to your artwork, or, that's just it, man. We like to show off what we've got. Me, I'm a 66 fan. That's my favorite. That's, like I said, I'm going to be hiring Vinnie to do some custom pieces for me to put back here. Because, the McFarlane's nice. I've got a figure up there. This isn't a Vinnie piece, but it's it's more of the old school that fits with your 2 pieces, So to me, like, that's perfection. Boom, done. And I didn't even know, we've got Cesar Romero down here. He's happy. So you know, whatever you like, great. You know, it doesn't matter if it's just a couple things or a huge ass collection I've been getting over the years that I'm still adding to, and so gracious to have a guinea pig friend like Tommy, to hang out with Vinnie and Slasher when he gets too brutal. You know, again, with good people sharing our collections and fun times.
Yeah,
you
man.
know, we need more of this.
Samba
You know?
Gogo says, yeah, make a shrine to Vinny's work. That won't be creepy at all. It's not. It's awesome, and I love it. Dude, no, I love that you have all like that Batman stuff, those pieces that you have. And don't forget, man, Adam, he had the piece that actually belonged to Stan Lee. He had bought both of them. You know, and that I'm so stoked on. And again, I got an awesome message too from Stan Lee, thanks to Adam and his people. You know, that is incredible. I wasn't expecting, you know, years after he passed to hear another cool story. Yeah, it's awesome. Oh, you know, I know. He goes, yeah, I'm making you change. No, it's a good thing, man.
Yeah, I was going to say, let alone somebody that you know you're friends with.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah. There's nothing better than that. Having a good friend, actually being able to get those pieces. Because I was curious. I'm like, yeah, when he goes, what's going to happen to those things? And so glad that his people, like, you know, Adam was able to contact them and get those. So that is incredible, dude.
But by the look of me just looking too, you know, and that's the thing. Like it was I didn't do anything special. You know, I just reached out and asked. You know, what harm can it do to ask? You know,
it's what you call fate.
Yep.
Yeah. That's exactly it, dude. And yeah, Adam says it all the time. It's like, how cool is that? Like how these things happen, how I met you guys, you know, and he's not wrong. There is a lot of good stuff and a lot of good connections out there, you know?
I mean, I know I'm crazy. I have a 6-foot mannequin that sits behind me, but I mean, look at, you know, again, look at how cool this is. And again, you could take out who the artwork's by and everything. Just look at the amount of you know, we go from Batman to Joker, a little bit more Joker, Harley, you know, and then again with the comics. And of course, each comic has its own little tale too. You know, that's the best part.
Yep.
You know, and this is just my style of a collage wall, but it's art. In my opinion, this counts as art because every piece that I put in here, dude, it was hard to do that.
Yeah, you're expressing yourself, your collection, how you put it all out there, the colors that you chose too. It's cool stuff.
You know, and to be able to share it with you guys, you know, it just, I don't know. I just fall into stuff. The Migos. I didn't expect to find the Migos at Target, and they were one at a time, and it wasn't around Halloween. Years apart.
Jesus. You know, it's funny, Adam. I just did a short recently where I seen a whole ass ton of freaking Migos in a freaking Wally World.
Oh, wow.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, they had the old school Joker and everything like they, you know, just like the old school superheroes Joker they had with the green and purple. They had that sitting in there.
That's amazing. I like the face on that one.
Yep. I mean, that's the thing. It was something I was able to get at the time, you know, and I've been able to build this. I mean, this office has changed numerous times. There's pictures on Facebook where you'll see it. And I didn't have a lot of money, but I had Clay's Candy Barrels, which is made here in Indiana. And I had glass shelves. So I made my own shelves, you know. What better display? And it's recycling because the glass shelves were left here when we bought the house. What are you going to do with empty glass shelves? Well, there you go. Right. But again, it's just, you know, and all my comics are down here underneath.
That's badass.
I mean, I literally don't have a lot more room. I mean, if I didn't have the dog little area and stuff, you know, it'd be a little bit more. But these are the ones that are spoiled, you know. Yeah. And luckily, they're the quiet ones. They love it. But yeah, I mean, from Walking Dead to Potato Heads to DC Potato Heads and Marvel Potato Heads to wrestling belts and wrestlers to guinea pigs and wiener dogs, man. We've got it all here.
Hell yeah, dude. Everything. I like what Samba Gogo said too. Thankfully, not tainted by Funko Pops. Amen.
I have a few. My daughter got me a couple, and I'm sorry, they're cool, man.
Yeah, you know? Yeah, but you open them. They're not in the box either. So like the ones you have, they're the characters that you love the most. Is Joker.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, come on, Vinny. The first original piece, right there, the Batman. You're like, oh yeah, I dug this one up, and I'm at a con. I'm like, if it doesn't sell, I want it.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
Oh, that's one of my favorites too, man. It's so damn good.
Oh, I got to do the voiceover for Sambo because he's seen Funko Pops. No.
Ooh, hit the wrong thing. Oh shit, that's great.
But yeah, I mean, like this one was $1 because it was broke. How can you not look? It's a bobblehead, dude. That's just hilarious, and it's a Juggernaut. You know, I've got the Wolverine potato head with a mini little Hulk and the little.
That thing
Avengers
is
over here.
hilarious.
I mean, and then the
Wolverine one.
Cyclops, the E-Tup got me. You know, some
Yeah.
Punishers. I mean, it's just again John Berthal's. You know, I love all this stuff, man, and it's great to have a community to geek out. Do you know how much fun it was for me to geek out on that photo? I mean, I hadn't got that excited about taking a photograph with Legos. I was having so much fun messing around with that stuff. I was like, oh, this is going to be so much. And getting the angles right and the lighting in different ways. I'd forgotten how much fun you can have with these kind of lights and, you know, your toys and collection. And I did it all for you guys, though. It was like, hey, you know, Tommy and the guys are always showing off their stuff. And, you know, here's a couple of the ones that came with the Tumbler.
Okay.
And then, of course, the 89 Batmobile. Those are the ones that you can't just get.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's like I said, you know, you guys have seen a couple of these pieces here and there. I'll grab them. You know, I had this in my brain with the mannequin. I used to do it all the time with the fingers through it. And then all of a sudden one year it popped up at a Comic-Con. I'm like, did they see it in my car? So, but I mean, it's just one of those things, man. I fall into weird pieces here and there, but you know, meeting all of you guys was the best. Tommy, you and I met in the chat, you know, of what used to be Owen's movie blog. So to still be here with everybody, it's great. You know, and like I said, to be able to show this and share it with good people on Thanksgiving. You know, yeah, I'm thankful for everything that's in here, but I'm thankful everyone on this panel, everybody that watches this, that comes back and engages. Hey, man, this is cool. Or, you know, I disagree with that. Well, why don't you tell me what you think?
I don't know, brother. Why don't you tell me?
Real quick, I want to hit that. So, you know, Lurch is worried that I accidentally blocked Samba Gogo. No. It's because Samba Gogo is on Vinnie's channel and you're sitting on mine.
Yeah.
That's what Trina was talking about earlier when she said we're a chat divided.
yeah. Because we want to try to make sure that, you know, both channels are going to get, like, you know, decent watch hours and stuff. And just we're playing around right now to see how it's going to work.
Yeah, Lurch, I hear you. V had a man cave. His would be covered in rocket diagrams, aircraft diagrams, concepts, maps, periodic table, nuclear reactor diagrams. DC works though. Cool room. God save the Queen, right? If this economy can ever get out of the fucking toilet long enough that I could actually have an extension put on my house so I can have my own private room, it would have to be the room would have to be no less than the size of my living room in order for me to put most of my collection up on the walls.
Oh,
I was going over to Transformers alone. I've got something like about seven or eight crates now worth of Transformers stuff.
Yeah.
That's covering one large wall, and that's not getting into the He-Man origin stuff. That's not getting into the G.I. Joe stuff. It's not getting into like the Star Trek, the Star Wars, like all that shit. Like, yeah, I'm going to need a very large space to put all that shit up. And that's not even talking about like the oddball like toys that I have that most people barely remember, like the Mighty Max, Zeroids, and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Oh, dude, I was like the same. I got so much crap. Yeah, it's
hard to stop.
I don't know. I don't know. Why don't you tell me and show me? Look, I mean, good Lord, dude. I mean, look at that. I mean, I don't have much. You can't fill. I don't know. You can't really fill much more.
Mm-hmm. You know what I would be doing?
Even for
I'd be putting.
There's not much wall left, man.
I'd be putting stuff on the ceiling, Adam.
I know. I've been thinking about it, Tommy, because I do have black lights for these, and I have thought about it. because I literally I don't really have I mean I love the collection. Don't get me wrong. This is years, mind you, years. You know, and and that didn't even include the beautiful belts. That's been an adventure in itself. But it's just I don't know. Get the stuff when you can, because nowadays you can't find anything. But yeah, this is my collection, and this isn't even. There's boxes in here. Like most of this wall, this is all stuff that's even more stuff besides clothes. Like all of this down in here, that's even more collections. We've got more stuff in here. There's Legos in here in the shelves. I mean, there's not a whole lot of. I'm pretty stuffed, man.
Dude,
But this is just one room.
Soul Assassin, and unless that closet was like a portal to Narnia, there is no closet big enough for all the shit that I have.
Right.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
Vinnie has seen photos of it.
Oh, yeah.
Adam has too. Trina, like it's bad, and that's not even everything.
Tommy,
I still have more out in my freaking garage.
This is, mind you, this is just my office. That's the problem. This is just the office. Let's see if I can sneak up here real quick. But I mean.
Nice.
That's cool. Oh yeah, those are the die-cast ones, I think. He's got up there. Nice
Sorry
stuff,
about
dude.
the dogs. I apologize.
Oh, it's all good, man.
But yeah, I mean, and that's just before the dogs were in there. The pool table was in there and more stuff. And those gun cabinets are full of lightsabers because I can't trust the dogs not to get them and start fighting again. Damn it! And I don't need to lose any more fingers. I've lost enough from the dogs cutting them off. But but yeah, hey, we kid, we laugh, we have good times, we show off cool things.
That's right.
I mean, that's just it, dude. I've got a second garage that I have even more of a collection, which I've shared some of the Transformer stuff, and the statues. And I could fill that. I'm with you, Tommy. I've got 2 houses and a basement that's full, bro, and I still need a third.
Wow.
And that doesn't begin the Weiss collection of the Disney lithos. We could probably cover all 4 of our houses. Well, there's only 3 of us here, but 4 houses, every wall in lithos that my wife has.
Holy shit.
I've already figured it out. If something was to change, and I was to I got a lawsuit that I want to pend against. Well, you guys know about that.
Yeah.
But if that ever comes to pass, and I get the money that I'm due from that, I'd have enough money to buy all the extra property around my house, and I could put up a small warehouse to put all my stuff in.
Oh wow.
I would not blame you one bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, again, it's just here's the Switch. It's hanging out. Like I said, we got the Batman PlayStation there. It's a PS4 there, which is not going to come through too good. But yeah, man, my GameCube. Again, there's our funds.
There you go. That's not a house. It's a toy museum.
This is exactly. It does kind of look like a museum, right? Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, and then I don't have the light on, but when I had the lava lamp on, it's really cool because it's white wax with purple water and a green. I mean, it's Joker colored. Where the hell are you going to find that? And they had one, just one. Got the Punisher sword. I've had that for a long time as well.
Punisher sword? Oh shit.
Yeah. It's actually, the blade goes all the way down, man. It's under there, man. There's other things down there too, but yeah, man, that's legit.
That's so cool.
It's just a showpiece though, because this is just welded one rod. You don't want to really grab it, and I mean, you could impale someone with it once, but that's about it. It's just for show, but it's still a really.
We don't
cool
talk
piece.
about that, but yeah.
No. But
once
it's not made for that.
Once,
Just like the AMC one. For the Walking Dead, Michonne's signature series. Again, I just ran into that, luckily enough.
Yeah, man.
So it's those weird pieces that you just get out of the blue. Even my wife found that guy for me, that Joker, the big one I showed you. I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. I was like, all right, with the man with all the Legos and everything else.
Yeah.
But again, it's fun to share with everyone, and I thank you always, both of you, Tommy, always for doing this so that people can share the things they have and love, and share with other people.
Amen.
And that's what it's always been about, man. It's always been about sharing this kind of stuff, because there's a certain passion that every collector has. And I don't care what your collection is. We have a passion for this kind of stuff. And it gets really difficult, especially for even when you're on hard times, to say no to certain things. And you're trying to figure out, okay, well, if I don't eat for the next week and a half, I might be able to get this figure right now. But no, it's definitely a passion that you have for it. And for all the people that say that you're childish or anything else, that you can absolutely just kiss my ass with that shit. It's because that these people don't have any kind of real love or enjoyment in their life, that they feel that they can look down their noses at you when you're collecting shit and say that you're childish or you're acting like a kid or any other dumb shit that they always say. Screw you. It's something that I'm passionate about, something that I enjoy. Just because your passion in life is collecting soda bottle caps doesn't mean that yours is any more valid than mine.
Yeah, exactly, man. Fucking exactly. Because that's the thing, too. I don't care what anyone says either. Because toys, cartoons, that's what influenced all the stuff that I do. My creative side, making comics, making all that stuff. Video games. It's shit I always wanted to do because it was fun. It was great. Storytelling that's an awesome thing, man. Why should it just be relegated to one thing, one platform, whatever? I mean, if you got all that enjoyment out of those things, and this is all inspiration to me. This is all cool shit. Because you look at these things, like you said, there's a story behind them. These characters, history from, as kids, seeing all this shit, collecting this stuff. Good times. I told you, there's cartoons that influence my writing and me wanting to be, a proper storyteller with all these books. So, I'm always going to be happy talking about this shit and showcasing these things. But like Tommy said,
it's definitely a lot of fun, though. I mean, and that's another thing, Vinnie, you kind of hit on a little bit, and I've mentioned that a few times too. It's like a certain point in your childhood that you remember things that kind of influenced you. And some of us, it's kind of, sometimes it's recapturing that part of our childhood, because you look at that shit and it's like fond memories. It's like having a picture of a loved one for a lot of us that are like hardcore collectors of this stuff that really enjoy these franchises. Absolutely. It's no different.
Yeah. That's great. He's got the bat phone. It's actually the car.
I got it from the UK. Utini Brent sent it to me. This is it came from the UK, man. It actually worked too. And I thought, you know what? Since I don't, because that is so damn big, man. That is the 89, dude. And this is just a normal tumbler compared to it's sitting there for reference. Mm-hmm. So right, like it's a ton, that's a pretty good sized Lego set for like $30 on whatever.
Dude, that looks great. I wanted to build those at one time, but I mean, I don't have time.
Damn, Legos are so expensive now.
They were a couple $100, but I do have the Batwing as well. But this one I had to mod it, putting it together to get it all the way. And pieces you touch it likes to come off. But, again, I don't mind because, I have a granddaughter who will break this and I'll have to put it together. But, I mean, that is just so cool. I don't care.
Wow.
Dude,
that is epic.
It does open more, but I don't want to force it because there we go.
Yeah.
But, it is really, really detailed.
That's substantial, man. That is a big piece.
And, I put the flashlight one in there that had fallen apart. My daughter had this in college. It was her flashlight, and it still works.
Oh shit!
Yeah, but like the arm fell off, and it's just it. But it literally, for Legos.
Oh man, Adam, you got great stuff. I remember when he first came on something, he's like, "I don't really have anything to show." Like, you got a whole room.
But well, I do. I mean, and like they're all stuffed in there. There's so much stuff crammed in there right now, but You know, I got a kind of we had a nuclear meltdown in the back cave, but don't worry.
Yeah, these
It's
things
still
happen.
standing. But yeah,
It's the Biden administration. I'm kidding. But Planet Tobor, he said he's the same way. Mega nerdy Warhammer,
yeah.
miniatures and stuff, and trash he refuses to throw away because he's convinced he could turn it into terrain. That's awesome.
I do the same thing with some of the stuff when especially now that I'm working on these dioramas. I'm thinking about, okay, should I throw this? I might be able to use this to make something on one of the dioramas. So I'm holding on to shit that I normally just would have tossed.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah.
So
And Soul Assassin, he said too. Yeah. So, some of those shows they taught us not to give a damn. That's right, man. It's enjoy the shit that you like.
Always be happy to be you. I mean, just with Lurch had said. Lurch said, I have a forge. Does anyone want swords?
Oh shit!
Don't tempt. That's the only actual functional one that I have that's not a show sword because that's legit. But yeah, like this one, these are those little hexy thingies, and like she didn't originally go with the side. It's just supposed to be Joker and her, but her end broke, so I just glued her on there. And look, you couldn't even tell. It looks like it's supposed to be there.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
And again, it's we've that's what modeling and fabricating and the stuff we had to do. I've got a whole box of the 89s. That one came from Jez from Digital Pollution. He sent me that, and he sent me a little note that said, "Don't eat the gum," because literally out of his collection.
Yeah, I found a bunch of them at my dad's house, still sealed with the gum packs inside. I'm like, oh boy, I ain't touching them. I didn't want to eat them back then. I'm damn sure ain't going to eat them now.
Well, that looks familiar, huh, Vinny? I don't know why that looks so familiar. But see, like I said, man, there's a little bit of everybody. You got some Fisk over here. Again, it's not just this is my collection. This is people come in here. Well, if people did, we got World Class, which that's where all this started for me with the dogs. Oh yeah. And again, just everything though. Parts of your life, like this room. Like some people would walk in here and go, "Oh my God, what the." But, again, everything that's where it is there for a reason. And the way I was trying to get it to look a specific way to, I got these three. Okay, are they going to make more? No, instead I've got Vinny's awesome artwork. It's like there's so many different ways to style this just based off of one page that you drew, dude. And I thoroughly enjoy it. And I know you could see it in the pictures. And that's why I was so happy that you liked them because it's like, you get it,
So for sure, man.
Yes,
like you said, and everything tells a story.
Yeah,
I love it,
and it's fun. And I even have one that's backwards, so that way I can have one on one side and one on the other.
That's right, yeah, because they're double-sided, folks.
They're double-sided. Yep, that even proves it because this one still got the cover on it. But and it's awesome. I just have to get the other one because she's over there still. But yeah, I mean, again, it's a work in progress, and I'm always changing it up. But I have fun and being able to share with you guys, and then be able to actually clean that up and film and do that little bit, and then look at your artwork with the lines and go, hey, I got to run the cable through. I'm like, oh, this is going to be cool, and nerd out. Just be able to geek and nerd out, and then share it with you guys, and be like, hey, look at me, but you guys understanding it, like, yeah, that's cool. It looks like it's just continuation. It's like from art to Lego, but it's still all art. It's better than a banana, right?
So cool.
But yeah, man, again, it's just that's what it is. And on this day of giving thanks, I give thanks to everyone, and thanks for all the memories and the fun to those that we've lost, and to those that are still here, till next year,
Yeah, absolutely. And that is actually a perfect segue. God, I hate that. I still hate that word. Even after all these years, I hate that word. On Tuesday, we will be doing a Going Old School over on the Guinea Pig Collective channel, and we will be dedicating that one to our late friend JJ, aka Sith Lord, and we will be talking about old school Star Wars stuff. I know ETEP has cleared out his schedule for the day, and he's going to jump on that one. He's going to nerd out with us as well, talking about old school Star Wars and showing off some of the things that I have in my collection. I'm actually still digging through crates looking for the rest, but I have 2 crates of Star Wars stuff, old school, already out sitting in my living room to film all up. And then I'm going to look in the back for a few more because I know there's still a few more pieces that are going to go with all this stuff. And we're going to have some fun talking about that stuff. Oh man, yeah. Soul Assassin makes a really good point. Collecting helps you learn how to maintain your collection, sewing, painting, and sculpting. And Frankie also coming in. Collecting is connection to childhood, self-expression, and you meet like-minded people, which is cool. Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
Samba Go-Go. Yeah, true that, Frankie. I have a collection of retro video games for similar reasons. Boxed original games for consoles like Vectrex. Nice. Yeah. JJ was a cool cat. And I'm so thankful. That's another thing I'm thankful. I'm thankful I got to meet him months before he had passed away. I mean, it was my last opportunity, and I wasn't going to miss it. And I was able to meet him and hang out with him. Give that man a big hug and tell him how much I appreciated it.
Oh, that's great, dude.
Son of a bitch wouldn't let me buy him dinner, though. He was too proud to let me buy him dinner. I was like, dude, it's not. He's like, I don't want to put you out like that. I said, dude, you're not putting me out like that. I am offering to buy you dinner because I can, not because, I feel bad or anything,
Right.
So my daughter instead ate I almost like a second meal.
Oh, dude.
But guys, thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you to Adam for showing off all this awesome stuff. For Slasher for being on and showing off some awesome stuff as well. Steve for popping on earlier. I'm sorry that you were having internet problems, but thank you for coming and hanging out with us. And of course, Vinnie as well. Wouldn't be the same if it wasn't two guinea pigs hosting this thing. I'm so glad you were able to still stop on. I was kind of worried about you weren't going to be here for us, but we made it through, people, and we got to celebrate this with all of you. Thank you all for hanging out with us. Yeah, every time you guys come through, it does mean a lot. It means more than you know that you guys are sitting there. You're spending your time, your valuable time, hanging out with us, talking about stuff that we enjoy, and which many of you probably do as well. I'm not going to speak for you, but I'm pretty sure you enjoy it because you're still hanging out with us. Thank you, guys, every last one of you. It does mean an awful lot. But we are going to wrap it up now, and I'm sure many of us are going to jump off and get something to eat. I know I got some pigs that are getting ready to stare at me. I did put a video up earlier where I made them their Pigsgiving feast. They get that every year. They get a big feast for Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, and, of course, their birthdays as well. And Easter. I'll also do a nice big feast for them on Easter. But, guys, thanks for hanging out with us. And we will catch you next time. Remember, don't let anybody tell you what you can and can't say, what you should or should not think, because your silence and your compliance gives consent. We'll catch you next time. Later, y'all.
Peace.
You better run, Mojito.
You what? I thought you said don't move.
That was before. Now, you run. Adios, amigo.